On the season, 4-6 in Big Ten competition. Entertain our 7th-ranked Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue 17-5 on the year, 9-2 in Big Ten play. Hi, everyone. A pleasant good evening to you. Rob Blackman is my name, and I thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday night from Iowa City. Tonight it's Purdue and Iowa in what is the only regular season meeting between these two teams this season. My broadcast partner is Bobby Buckets Riddell. He joins me in just a moment. This is Purdue basketball. Purdue coming off an impressive win, a hard-fought win Friday night at Mackey Arena against the Indiana Hoosiers, meaning Purdue closed out the month of January with an 8-1 overall record. Not too shabby, the only loss being the home loss against Ohio State. The Iowa Hawkeyes, well, they're trending a different direction. Currently the Hawks, who started the season with an outstanding 7-0 record, have now find themselves on the wrong side of the scoreboard too many times. They have lost 4 of their last 5, have the Hawkeyes. Purdue and Iowa tonight here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Stay with us when we come back. Bobby Riddell is with me as we get you set for this one. We'll tip it at 7:02. Synchronize your watches, fans. 7:02 the tip. Purdue, Iowa. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years, Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you, and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
Attention fans! Do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the UCLA Bruins on February 28th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers players and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Tonight, Purdue and Iowa. We're in Iowa City, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Hawks and the Boilermakers. Only time these two teams play here in the regular season. Last year, these two played twice. In December, Purdue winning at Mackey Arena, 87-68. And then in January, Purdue was here in Iowa City and won 84-70. Rob Blackman with my broadcast partner Bobby Riddell, and let's start with Iowa and the big news for them, Bob. It came down yesterday. Their leading scorer, their leading rebounder, Owen Freeman, the 6'10 sophomore from Moline, Illinois, last year's co-freshman of the year with Mackenzie Mbako from Indiana, lost for the season because of a hand injury. Iowa actually had a ton of time to get ready for this game. They were going on a full week off. They had 8 days to prepare for Purdue, but apparently it sounds like at the end of those 8 practice days, they could not have gotten any worse news, could they? Their big man, Owen Freeman, lost for the season.
No, they really couldn't have. That's certainly devastating news. Owen Freeman, one of the more talented freshmen in the Big Ten last year, and then this year certainly playing really well for them, as you noted, leading scorer, leading rebounder, just a talented player. And this Iowa team, of course, been struggling as of late, right? Lost 4 of their last 5, and a team that's certainly in desperation mode a little bit as far as their NCAA tournament hopes go. They got 5. Their next 5 games are all quad 1 opportunities, and I'm sure they were thinking internally before that news broke and before that happened, hey, if we can just get hot here at the right time, stack up some wins, maybe we can put ourselves back in the NCAA tournament equation. But then now, the news of Owen Freeman going down, that's certainly killer because he was their only real inside presence offensively. Their leading rebounder, of course, a team that's already not a good rebounding team to begin with. One of the worst rebounding teams in the country. They're 339th in rebound margin coming into this game. So certainly devastating news for them. Of course, they're going to have some other guys step up, right? It's next man up for this Iowa team, and you would think tonight they're probably going to be playing a more perimeter-oriented style without him in the fold. And, of course, the three-point shot is the ultimate equalizer. So from a Purdue standpoint, we are certainly going to have to be concerned about defending that three-point line.
And especially defending it here in this building. Iowa is a 38% three-point shooting team, and they have some guys that can flat-out fill it up. Peyton Sanford, we remember what he did to us in that Big Ten tournament championship game when he was a freshman. Now he's a senior, shooting 37% from 3 if you look at the Big Ten games only. Josh Dix, how about Josh Dix? Big Ten games only, he's 49% from 3. They have plenty of guys who can shoot the rock from beyond the three-point arc. Price Sanford would be in that mix as well. So you're right. No true interior game, one wouldn't think, without Owen Freeman tonight. So that makes the Hawks even more dangerous on that three-point line.
It really does. And it would seem that Dembele, the sophomore big man, is going to fill in that starting role for Freeman. And he's a 39% three-point shooter.
Yep.
Not a super high volume, but fully capable, clearly, from a percentage standpoint of making three-point shots. So they're going to pretty much have 5 guys on the floor at all times, at least in that starting group, that are quality shooters. And that's going to be a situation for Purdue to really have to stay home, make sure you don't let guys get comfortable early in this game because they're at home, familiar shooting background. As you noted, a number of guys who shoot a high percentage from 3. And so if Purdue lets these guys get their head up and get going, let the crowd get into it, it could be a long evening for Purdue. So definitely defending the three-point line, one of the more critical aspects of this game.
Now, when you look at Iowa, it hasn't been defending the home turf that's been their bugaboo this year. It's been on the road. They're 0-5 in true road games this year. 11-2 here at home, and one of those losses to Iowa State, who, by the way, is currently a top 15 team in the country, are the Iowa State Cyclones, so there's no shame in that. Their ability to score the ball in bunches. 3 times this season, Iowa has scored over 100 points in a game. 6 times this season, they've gone for 90 points or more. Scoring the ball hasn't been a concern for the Hawkeyes. It's been keeping the other team from putting it in the basket. In Big Ten play only this year, Iowa allowing the opposition through 10 Big Ten games, 85 points a game.
It's kind of been that story for this Iowa program for a while, right? It feels like it's, year in, year out. They're a team that I think pretty much just says, hey, we're going to line up and we're going to try to outscore you here tonight. And, they've won a lot of games under Coach McCaffrey over his tenure. He's had a very successful run here, but they certainly are susceptible. If they're not shooting the basketball well, they can have problems because they're not a team that puts a lot of stress on opposing offenses. I saw a stat, it was like last week, where it was listing off the top 10 teams in the country that foul the least. And Purdue was in that conversation, and 9 of those teams were some of the better defensive teams in the country. as far as limiting teams from a field goal percentage standpoint, Iowa was the one outlier as far as they don't foul very much.
Sure.
Yet they do not defend very well. And where the other 9 teams, they don't foul a lot, but they're one of the better defensive teams in the country, whereas Iowa, not so much, which I think that tells you they're not fouling a lot, but they're not successful defensively because they're not putting a lot of pressure or stress on the defense, and that's partly why they're not fouling and they're not making teams uncomfortable, and that's why opposing offenses shoot such a high percentage. 340th in the country out of 355 teams is Iowa from a defensive field goal percentage standpoint. So they just allow teams a lot of easy baskets, and they play at a fast-paced style. So offensively, it works in their favor, but defensively, they definitely have trouble. And I think a lot of that's certainly scheme, but then personnel-wise, too. They don't have a lot of personnel that are really long and athletic or super quick on the perimeter that are going to make teams uncomfortable offensively.
And to what Bob is saying, here are the hard numbers. And they really, truly back up exactly what Bob's saying. Iowa averages 85 points a game. That's 6th best in the country. But as I just mentioned, in the Big Ten games, they allow 85 points a game. Iowa shoots 50% from the floor as a team. That's 4th best in the nation, 50%. But in Big Ten games, they're allowing the opposition to shoot 52% from the floor. Iowa shoots 38% from 3. In Big Ten games, they allow the opposition to shoot 38% from 3. Those are the hard numbers. Let's see if Purdue can maybe make some hay on the offensive end tonight against this Iowa team. We'll talk more about our Boilermakers when we come back on the other side of the break. Tonight it's Purdue and Iowa from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc. Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
For hybrid vehicles that give you 614 miles of continuous driving, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands on Honda hybrids with 2.9% financing. Award-winning Honda hybrids, Accord, Civics, and CR-Vs. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Like the 2025 Honda Accord Sport or Touring model, now with low 2.9% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Tonight it's 7th-ranked Purdue and the Iowa Hawkeyes battling here in Iowa City. Rob Blackman and Bobby Riddell, and we thank you for being a part of our broadcast. We're a 7:02 tip-off tonight. Month of January, Bob, I alluded to this in my monologue. Purdue went 8-1. Pretty impressive month for our Boilermakers. Maybe more impressive is how defensive Purdue got. We were just talking about defense last segment with Iowa, or maybe the lack thereof. Purdue in that month of January turning the opposition over 16 times a game. Purdue themselves, 9 times a game. That's +7 in the turnover category. I have no idea when Purdue's turnover margin was +7 in the last 20 years. I would guess never, but I'm not positive in that.
Truly remarkable what this team's done from a defensive standpoint, or just from a turnover margin standpoint in the month of January. It felt like so often these last handful of years, it was, we know we're probably not going to turn the other team over, so it was so paramount that we didn't turn the ball over a lot, because if we did, it meant we were just going to get crushed in that turnover margin. And sometimes because of Zach, over these last couple of years, or Travion before him, we were such a good rebounding team, we could overcome that. But especially at the start of this year, without Zach Edey in the fold, and we saw from a rebounding standpoint that was not going to be a strength, it was really looking a little bit dire, considering the fact that it was like, man, we're still not a team that's going to turn you over very much. We saw at Marquette, at Penn State, some of these games where we turn the ball over way too much, and you're like, wow, it's just going to put so much pressure on us offensively not to turn the ball over game in and game out. And then all of a sudden this transformation occurs where all of a sudden we're Houston defensively as far as causing turnovers, and it's been super fun to watch. It's because when you cause turnovers, a lot of times they're live ball turnovers, and you get out in transition, and we got a lot of guys who are good athletes that can run the floor, and now we're hanging on rims and things of that nature, and it's been an exciting brand of basketball to watch.
Well, it hasn't been quite so exciting, not for the entire month of January, but certainly for the back half. Purdue's three-point shooting. Last 5 games of this month of January, the month of January, Purdue's shooting 27% from 3. Now, granted, other than Ohio State, Purdue still found a way to win those games. Matter of fact, Purdue this year is 3-0 when they're 20% or less from 3. How does that make any sense? Shooting less than 20% from 3, yet 3-0 in that particular category.
It's pretty startling when you think about it, because we just talked about how the three-point line is the ultimate equalizer and things of that nature, but we've been fortunate that we do have some guys, and Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, and Trey Kaufman-Wren, that are all very effective at scoring in the 2-point range. Fletch and Braden more with their mid-range game, and then Trey, of course, does it all near the rim or in the painted area. So that's been effective. And the turnovers, right? Defensively, we've just become so stout that we've been able to win some of those grinders, and that's what you have to do, right? To win a Big Ten championship over the course of 20 games, you're not going to be flying high offensively and making a bunch of shots all the time. And so can you win some of those grinders? And the hope would be we've hopefully gone through our stage of having to play a bunch of grinders.
Yes.
And hopefully there's a lot of makes coming
yes.
from long range for us, and we can start to flourish more offensively, because we've seen in Nebraska game at home times like that where we get really hot from 3 and we can just, Michigan, we can blow you out. So hopefully we have a lot of makes coming, because it's just going to be tough to win, especially when you think about trying to win in the NCAA tournament or things of that nature. You can win a grinder here or there, but it's tough to win grinder after grinder.
Yeah, 6 grinders in a row, probably not doing that. Well, it's worth noting, Purdue set its single-game record for most made threes in a game right here in this building. 23s for the Boilermakers. I'll never forget that afternoon. Purdue started red hot from 3, and when Purdue finally missed from 3, the sellout crowd at Carver Hawkeye Arena stood up and cheered. They were so happy Purdue had finally missed a 3-point shot. We'll see how it turns out tonight, but at least there is some good history when it comes to 3-point shooting in this building. Big Ten College Basketball Report. Busy night tonight in the Big Ten. We'll tell you about it next. The report brought to you by Toyota. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
With the Boilermakers, every pass, shot, layup, and score is more than just part of the game. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to win. In the same way, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Get a slam dunk by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
Attention fans! Do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the UCLA Bruins on February 28th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Purdue and Iowa tonight in Iowa City. Time for our Big Ten report brought to you by Toyota. Dear style, efficiency, and performance. Glad we are on the same team this season and every season. So let's keep huddling up with a stylish and fuel-efficient RAV4, Corolla, or Camry, or go wild with a rugged Tundra and Tacoma. Ready for you, Toyota. Let's go places. More on the Big Ten report in a moment, but I want to share this with Bob before we move on. We were talking about the school record for most threes in a game happened right here in this building. Purdue made 20 threes in a game against the Hawkeyes. I was visiting last night at dinner with Sasha Stefanovic. I couldn't remember if Sasha played in that game or not. Of course, he's an outstanding three-point shooter in his career. And he said, no, that was his redshirt freshman season, so he was on the bench in street clothes. But he shared a great story. He said late in that game, a freshman comes in for Iowa and gets a couple buckets late, and he's carrying on, like he's going to be the future greatest player in the history of basketball. And Aaron Wheeler and Sasha are on the bench as redshirt freshmen going, who's this dude? Well, it happened to be Luka Garza, who would indeed go on to become one of the best players in the history of Iowa basketball. So
that's pretty funny, actually.
It's kind of a pretty cool story, isn't it? They're like, who's this guy? He's not that good. Oh, no, he'll turn out to be just fine, actually. Big Ten Player of the Year and National Player of the Year, right?
Yes.
I think Luka Garza was. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Next time you see Sasha Stefanovic fans, share that story with them. Here's the Big Ten update. By the way, no game last night involving Big Ten teams. If it felt like that was an oddity, it was. That was the first time in 33 days. 33 days we had gone without a Big Ten game on the schedule. But now we're back at it tonight with 5 games all told. Purdue and Iowa, of course, one of them. 7 o'clock tonight, Minnesota at Penn State. Both teams are 3-8 in the league. And then later games tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Indiana at Wisconsin. Hoosiers trying to win in the Kohl Center for the first time ever. Also at 9 o'clock tonight, USC at Northwestern. USC is next on the Purdue schedule, so pay close attention to that one, Purdue fans, if you can. USC coming to Mackey Arena Friday night. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, Michigan State at UCLA. Michigan State just one Big Ten loss. They're 9-1 in the league. UCLA playing well right now at 7-4 in the league play. And I know it's a big if, but if Purdue can win tonight and Michigan State loses this evening out west, That means Purdue would be atop the Big Ten standings by a half a game over the Michigan State Spartans. But that would require our Boilermakers to do their part and the UCLA Bruins to help as well. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Oregon at Michigan, Illinois at Rutgers, and Nebraska is at Washington. Top 25 teams out of the Big Ten ranked this week. Purdue are the highest-ranking Big Ten team at number 7. Michigan State 9th. Maryland is 18th, Wisconsin 21st, Illinois 23rd, Michigan 24th. When we come back to the pregame show, speaking of Sasha Stefanovic, that was just a little foreshadowing for you folks, because he joins Bobby Riddell on the other side of the break with our scouting report presented by Purdue Global. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, we want to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue Men's Basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly, values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Welcome back here to the pregame show from Iowa City, where Purdue tonight will take on the Iowa Hawkeyes in Big Ten Conference action. Time now for our scouting report segment presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Joined now by assistant coach Sasha Stefanovic. And Sasha, last time out, one of those great games, rivalry games against the Indiana Hoosiers, where Purdue pulls it out 81-76. Just an incredible home atmosphere in Mackey Arena Friday night. That rivalry game, that's exactly what it's supposed to be like, right?
Absolutely. It was really it's really cool to be a part of the the rivalry and the series and any type of game that we have against them. It's always so much more amped up, and it's just a special game. So our fans were super excited, amped up. They brought a lot of energy to us and almost kind of made our guys a little too amped, I think, a little early on, where we were trying to make a lot of like home run plays and be the make the play that gets the crowd going and gets everybody in Mackey on their feet. So once we kind of settled into the game, I thought we played much better in the second half.
We forced another 20 turnovers against Indiana. It's just incredible the transformation we've made defensively over since the calendar year changed, as far as just the amount of turnovers we're creating, night in, night out. It felt like, to use a football term, maybe in years past we've been more of that bend but don't break type of defense where we're not creating as many turnovers, but now all of a sudden we're just a turnover creating machine. So what would you attribute that change? Like, is it scheme, is it personnel, or is it both?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think our guys have done a great job of really taking what our coaches have given them to help defensively, to help fit within our system and our scheme, and work it to their own skill set, right? So I think we talk all the time about active hands, being in gaps, high hands on traps, be up on ball screens, getting through screens, all the little tiny details that are going to help you defensively, like picking angles of where to stop people, making people get to areas of the floor that they struggle in. Don't give great players space. We talk about offensively all the time that as an offensive player, we want space, right? That's all we want. We want people to back off so I could shoot the ball. We want people to give us space in ball screens so I could shoot or make a decision. When you take up space and you're physical as a defender, it really makes it tough on the offensive player, no matter who they are, right? You can be an All-American player. It's still hard when people are into you. So our guys have the ability to be up on ball screens, be into people, pressure. CJ's given us such a great boost with his jams of getting to the point guard and not letting them push the ball in transition. Caleb has been so great with his hands. Our guys off the bench have just really understood their role and have given us a lot defensively, because we're not going to zone, we're not going to press, but what we do well, we're trying to be great at it. So it's good to see this transformation for us, and it's going to help us overall going throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely. All right, on to tonight's opponent, the Iowa Hawkeyes, unranked at the moment, 13-8 on the year and 4-6 in Big Ten play, led by head coach Fran McCaffrey in his 15th season. And this Iowa team, once again, a team that's led by their offense. They lead the Big Ten in scoring, 85.7 points per game. What makes this offense so potent?
Man, the way that they push the ball in transition, and they're very they're random in the sense that, right, what they're going to do in motion is just motion offense. They're going to come off of pin downs. They're always going to be ready to shoot. They have guys that are looking to score the ball at any time they catch it, and they just really do some great things. They have great principles offensively that allow them to score at a high level. So for us, limiting their transition, guarding without fouling, rebounding the ball, not letting them get second chances, and just staying in front of the some of their skilled guys is really going to be important for us.
All right, looking at Iowa defensively, an area where they certainly have struggled in years past, and they're struggling once again this year. From a field goal percentage standpoint, they have the highest field goal percentage defense in the Big Ten. Last from that standpoint as far as allowing teams to be successful from a field goal percentage standpoint. What do you expect to see from this Iowa team? Will they change defenses to try to keep us off balance?
Definitely. I think that's one of the things they do really well is they kind of keep teams on their toes by doing different defenses, right? They're going to be in their press that they've done for a long time. They're going to go back to zone, go back to man, kind of make you pause and make you kind of think of what you want to run, what you want to do offensively. So, for us, I think just our execution, our pace in what we do, our spacing, our timing of cuts, all those little things that go into it while not turning the ball over and getting on the glass to get second chance opportunities, I think is really going to be important for us.
All right, last one real quick. No Owen Freeman in this game for Iowa. Their leading scorer, leading rebounder, the sophomore 6'9" forward, out for the season with the finger injury. How does that impact tonight's game?
Yeah, not really. I mean, nothing for us changes, right? Obviously, he's a super talented player, and he's he's one of their main pieces. But for us, our game plan offensively is going to stay the same, right? We're going to get in a lot of ball screens. We're going to throw the ball inside. We're going to get open looks, not turn the ball over. And then defensively, it obviously changes a little bit with what we're going to do in the post when they catch it. But really looking forward to that matchup.
All right, thanks, Sasha.
Thank you.
Sasha Stefanovic joining our own Bob Riddell with the Scouting Report segment. And how about that buzzer, the horn, right there at the end of the interview, almost letting Bob know that, okay, it's time to stop interviewing. Pre-game show with Mr. Riddell continuing on the other side of this timeout. Scoreboard update is next. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, President at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers players and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, where Purdue will be taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes on the road in Big Ten action this evening. Time now to take a look at our out-of-town scores, and let's focus on some men's Big Ten college basketball being played this evening. There is 4 other games being played besides this Purdue and Iowa matchup. Starting off at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on the Big Ten Network, the Minnesota Golden Gophers at 11-11 on the season go on the road to take on the Penn State Nittany Lions. 13-9 on the year are the Nittany Lions. Also on the Big Ten Network, tipping off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the USC Trojans, 13-8 on the year, will visit the Northwestern Wildcats, who are 12-10. A couple games on Peacock later this evening after the Purdue and Iowa matchup. At 9 o'clock Eastern Time, the Indiana Hoosiers, 14-8 on the year, will visit 21st-ranked Wisconsin, who is 17-5 on the season. Our friend Robbie Hummel will be on the call in that basketball game. And then 9th-ranked Michigan State, the current leader in the Big Ten standings, go on the road to take on the UCLA Bruins. Michigan State, 18-3 on the year. UCLA, 16-6. That game will tip at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on Peacock. A couple top 25 games to be played this evening. One's already underway. 11th-ranked Marquette is on the road visiting 12th-ranked St. John's. And St. John's leads that game early, 5-3, with 16 minutes to go in the first half. That's currently airing on FS1. 14th-ranked Kentucky visiting 25th-ranked Ole Miss. That game will tip at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN. And then the number 1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, will host Oklahoma at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the SEC Network. When we return to the pregame show, we will have Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now. Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Welcome back, everyone, to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Tonight, Purdue and Iowa in the only regular season meeting between these two ball clubs. Let's talk to Purdue head coach Matt Painter, get his thoughts on the Hawkeyes, who will enter tonight 13-8 overall, 4-6 in Big Ten play. Coach's comments brought to you, as they always are, by Purdue Federal Credit Union, the official credit union for Purdue fans. You can find out more by going to PurdueFed.com. Coach Painter, as I look back at the month of January, your team averages only 9 turnovers a game, yet turns the opposition over 16 times a game. Am I fair in saying that was a big reason why you had a lot of success in that month?
Yeah, no question. I think our ability to have active hands, our ability to be on the same page in what we're trying to scheme, whether someone's posting, whether someone's in ball screen action or just running their normal stuff, has really helped us. I think we've just more connected. Guys understand things a little bit better. And I always talk about, like, you're only as strong as your weakest link. If one guy breaks, or really everybody's breaking. And we've just gotten much better at reading things and then being active. And it's helped us offensively. You know, it's helped us be able to get in transition more as we force more turnovers.
Iowa tonight is a team that doesn't turn it over a lot. Only really 9.5 times a game in Big Ten play, and they score the ball a lot, 85.5 points a game. Obviously, defense will need to be at a premium tonight, especially here in this building where these guys are really good offensively.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those teams that is going to score the basketball, but they definitely are going to score the basketball more at home, just like any other teams. But they have consistently been one of the best offensive teams in the country. So when you come in here, they can put up 100 points. So you have to be, you got to put them on defense to start with. I think more than anything, what do you want to play? You want to play offense or you want to play defense? They're going to shoot the ball quick. They're going to push the basketball. And when they do, now if you shoot it quick and it's not your night, you're going right into what they want. And so when you're shooting the basketball quick, it better be layups, dunks, and wide open shots, because now you got to get to the free throw line some. And the only way to get to that free throw line is getting onto the glass, driving the basketball, getting deep post ups. So there's a method to the madness to be able to try to offset some things, especially if they're having a great night shooting. But you can't just let them go at the clip that they want to, because when you do that and you're here in their home arena, they normally win those games.
And to your point, 3 times this season, Iowa has scored 100 or more points. 6 times this season, they've gone for 90 or more. One final thought here, Coach Painter, and I found this very interesting. Our ball club now 3-0 when shooting less than 20% from the three-point line. Now, as a fan, how should I take that? That's good news. You're still finding ways to win, or the fact that this team's three-point shooting hasn't been very good as of late.
Yeah, we haven't had as much. I think that's the one thing people look at when they come in to see us. We have some guys that can shoot the basketball. We have some guys that can shoot the basketball that have struggled shooting the basketball. So we have generated some good shots. They just haven't went down. But for the most part, people are going to take away our threes. When you go into a game and you look at our roster and you say, you don't want Braden Smith, you don't want Fletcher Lawyer, you don't want C.J. Cox, you don't want those guys shooting three-pointers and rhythm three-pointers, so they're going to take that away. They don't have as much of a challenge, when you have to take Zach Edey away, that opens up more. Now when we've had to be able to do that, I think that's what you've really seen with Trey Kaufman, is that they haven't given him the same attention, and he has more space to operate down there, and now we get him attacking, we get him posting. So now that combination right there, I think that's opened up some things for him as they take away their threes. But we got to get more threes. We have to shoot more threes, but we have to shoot more quality threes. And that's where a fan can't just say, hey, you got to shoot them. No, you got to shoot good ones. And you got to have quality possessions. You got to get quality shots each time down. And when you do, that's going to help you set your defense.
Coach Painter, thank you. Good luck here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. And to reiterate the number we brought up earlier in our pregame show, last 5 games, Purdue shooting just 27% from 3 as a team. However, as Matt Painter said, yes, this team does need to shoot more threes, but more quality threes, as the coach put it. When we come back, Bobby Riddell rejoins me here at the home of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Carver Hawkeye Arena. He'll have a look at the keys to the game. This is Boilermaker Basketball, and this is the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni. We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at IndianaKitchen.com. Also brought to you by Coors Light, Choose Chill, proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Purdue's ranked 7th in the country. They're 9-2 in the Big Ten. They're a game back on the loss side of the Michigan State Spartans. Hawkeyes are 4-6 in the Big Ten. They have lost 4 of their last 5. And how about this? Iowa 0-7 versus quad ones this year. They would love to knock off the Boilermakers tonight here at home and get them their first quad one victory of the season. But let's try to see that that doesn't happen. So here are the keys to the game for our Boilermakers. Robert Riddell.
Thank you, Robert Blackman. First key, number 1, the rebounding margin. Think about this, Rob. Iowa undefeated this year when they out-rebound their opponent. The problem? They've only done that 5 times. They've only done that 5 times this season. So, and only once against power conference opponents. That was their big blowout win over Indiana here at home. So this is a team that's 7-8 when they lose the rebound margin this year, and they're just not a great rebounding team. 339th in the country out of 355, and now you take away their best rebounder, Owen Freeman, their sophomore big who was leading the team in rebounding. He's out for the season, so that certainly adds even more issues for them from a rebounding standpoint. I think if Purdue can win the rebound battle and continue to do a solid job avoiding a large number of turnovers on their end, it's just going to be hard for Iowa to win this game on their home floor. Second key, the three-point shooting, just the ultimate equalizer as we talked about earlier in the pregame show. We've seen it the last 3 games for Purdue, the 3 home games. When Purdue shot the ball well against Michigan from 3, and when Michigan struggled, Purdue won going away. Against Indiana and Ohio State, when Purdue shot it poorly and the opposition shot it well, you had 2 extremely close games. 1 game Purdue lost, 1 game they won. This Iowa team is one of the better three-point shooting teams in the country. They lead the Big Ten in three-point percentage and three-point field goals made. And with no Owen Freeman, their one real inside presence, you would expect them to shoot even more three-point field goals. And so from a Purdue defensive standpoint, that's got to be the biggest focus, is not only defensive rebounding, but when this Iowa team comes down the offensive end, you have to take away early rhythm threes, make them put the ball on the floor, and we're going to see Purdue from a defensive scheme standpoint do a little bit of an adjustment as far as their post traps go to try to take away some of the three-point field goals for this Iowa team. Looking at the third and final key, how does Purdue handle Iowa's changing defenses? Iowa, not a good defensive team. They allow from a field goal percentage defensive standpoint. They're 340th in the country out of 355. They just really struggle to guard you. They don't put opposing teams on the foul line, but that's because they're allowing so many made field goals and not putting much stress or pressure on the defense. To combat that, they will try to change defenses often to make you indecisive and uncomfortable, but the fact of the matter is they just don't have the personnel on this year's team to really execute a lot of those defenses in a way that makes teams uncomfortable. So hopefully Purdue, if they can execute and not turn the ball over, they should get a lot of good looks all night long.
Those are your keys to the game. Compliments of Bobby Buckets Riddell. Pre-game show finished. Before we go along any further, however, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. Pre-game show complete. Starting lineups presented by Hayes & Sons, and the opening tip-off when we come back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Tonight, it's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the 7th-ranked Purdue Boilermakers Big Ten Basketball. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
With the Boilermakers, every pass, shot, layup, and score is more than just part of the game. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to win. In the same way, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Get a slam dunk by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball for my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to be longtime fans and supporters of Purdue Athletics. Also brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
Purdue and Iowa, Big Ten basketball tonight from Iowa City Carver Hawkeye Arena. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Hayes & Sons, helping Boilermakers restore their property damaged by fire, water, mold, or storms. For over 42 years at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. The Iowa Hawkeyes 13-8 on the season. They are 4-6. In Big Ten play. Here's how they will go. And again, they're missing their top scorer and rebounder, Owen Freeman, the 6'10 sophomore, out for the rest of the season with injury. For the Hawkeyes, here's how they'll go. In the backcourt, the transfer Drew Thelwell, 6'3", 195-pounder. He is a grad student, was at Morehead State for the last 4 years. 1,000-point career scorer, originally from Orlando, Florida. Earlier tonight, he was actually honored just a few minutes ago for the fact that he is a 1,000-point career scorer. Joining him in the backcourt is Josh Dix, 6'6", 210-pound junior from Council Bluffs, Iowa, averaging 13 points a game, shooting 49% from three in Big Ten competition. At a forward tonight, it will be Peyton Sanford, 6'8", 215-pound senior from Waukee, Iowa. This guy can shoot it from beyond the arc, 37% from three. Third place all-time in the history of three-pointers made here in Iowa. He's had 8 20-point games this season. Also at a forward is Seydou Traore, a 6'7", 220-pound sophomore, a transfer from Manhattan College. He's originally from New York City. Traore makes his first start as a Hawkeye in this game here tonight. The center will be Riley Mulvey, 6'11", 245-pound redshirt junior, originally from Rotterdam, New York, averaging 2.7 points a game, 2.2 rebounds a game. The head coach of Iowa basketball, Fran McCaffrey, he's the program's all-time winningest coach in his 15th season here at Iowa, 293 wins as a Hawkeye head coach. He's also coached at Siena, UNC Greensboro, and Lehigh. 544 career wins for Fran McCaffrey. He's 8-16 all-time against Purdue. Seventh-ranked Purdue Boilermakers are 17-5 on the season. They are 9-2 in Big Ten play. The Boilermakers will go like this. Point guard Braden Smith, 6 foot, 170-pound junior from Westfield, Indiana, who just earlier this week was named to the Bob Cousy semifinalist list. That means down to 10 finalists now, semifinalists for the Bob Cousy Award. Joining him in the backcourt is running mate Fletcher Lawyer, 6'5", 180-pound junior from Fort Wayne's Homestead High School. Fletcher just 4 points shy of scoring 1,100 in his career. Also in the backcourt, C.J. Cox, the 6'3", 200-pound freshman from Lexington, Massachusetts, who averages 6 points a game, shoots 42% from three. At a forward, Caleb First, 6'10", 235-pound senior. Caleb averaging 4.7 points a contest. In the center, Trey Kaufman-Wren, 6'9", 230-pound redshirt junior from Sellersburg, Indiana, Silver Creek High School. Earlier this week, he was named to the Oscar Robertson finalist list, which includes now just the top 50 players in all of college basketball that will be up for winning that award. Trey has scored in double figures in every game this season. Matt Painter, the head coach of the Boilermakers, in his 20th season as the boss of Boilermaker basketball. Coach Painter is 22-10 in his career when facing the Iowa Hawkeyes. Purdue has won 3 straight against Iowa, 9 of the last 11, and Purdue has won the last 2 times they have been in this building. See if Purdue can make it 3-0 against the Hawks in this building over the last 3. Our 3-man officiating crew is determined by the Big Ten Conference: Jeffrey Anderson, Earl Walton, and Owen Short. Iowa tonight in home whites. White uniforms, white shorts. It reads Iowa in black across the chest in capital lettering with black numerals front and back, and gold trim with black trim and piping as well. Purdue is in the anthracites, the dark gray anthracite uniforms with the old gold numerals and lettering front and back. It reads Purdue in old gold in capital lettering across the chest. Purdue this season undefeated in the anthracites, 3-0. Purdue all time undefeated in the anthracites, 6-0. See if we can keep that string going here tonight.
The Boilers have definitely been balling in the anthracites, so that's a welcome sign to see them here in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
First against Mulvey in the center circle. The ball tossed high in the air, tipped to our right, which is the backcourt handled by Purdue's Braden Smith. And we are underway at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Purdue with the ball, opening possession. Man-to-man defense shown by the Iowa Hawkeyes. Top of the key, Fletcher Lawyer fakes a three and now throws it topside left wing to Trey Kaufman-Wren. He'll give to Braden Smith on a give and go, right back to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Kicking out high to Fletcher Lawyer. Driving all the way to the rim. His shot was blocked when he got there. Now it's loose on the floor and taken away by Traore of Iowa. So a block shot leads to an Iowa three at the other end. Dix a three, and that's how the game starts. Josh Dix, a triple from the left wing in transition, and it's 3-0 Iowa.
Well, those are the kind of transition looks. If you're Purdue, you just got to try to limit Dix in rhythm there, left wing on a nice kick-ahead pass.
Dix shooting 49% from three in the Big Ten games this year. Inside left block, it goes to Trey Kaufman-Wren. He'll challenge Mulvey. Tipped away for a moment, got it back, then shoots over the left shoulder and scores with a right-handed hook shot. Trey Kaufman-Wren has 2 points. Purdue trails 3-2. Kaufman-Wren, Purdue's leading scorer on the season, 18 points a game. Back cut, Dix and a layup coming in from the left baseline. Someone let Dix go. Too much ball watching, and Dix has 5 early points for Iowa.
You said it there, Rob. Ball watching there. Braden Smith guarding Dix in the corner.
And now a turnover, Noah pushing the back. The pass was too high for Trey Kaufman-Wren, but now I know why. It's because Riley Mulvey was pushing Trey in the middle of the back as the ball was being entered. First foul of the game against Iowa. First foul on Riley Mulvey, the 6'11", redshirt junior from Rotterdam, New York. Purdue inbounds baseline left. Fletcher Lawyer throws it left block right in front of him, where it's caught by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Skip past the Lawyer. Three on the way on the right wing is short. Tipped at it. Caleb First grabbed it, and as he went back to the rim, he was fouled by Traore. So an offensive rebound for Caleb First will send him to the foul line. Foul on Traore, his first, and 2 foul shots coming for Caleb First, who's a 67% foul shooter.
Well, you like getting after the offensive glass early. Definitely an area where Purdue can exploit the Hawkeyes, and Caleb, nice job there giving Purdue a second chance opportunity.
Caleb missing that first foul shot. 4.7 points a game for Caleb First, the only senior, scholarship senior on the roster. A former Indiana Mr. Basketball. Second foul shot, good. So he made 1 of 2. Did Caleb first. It's Iowa 5, Purdue 3. And Thelwell will bring it up left to right in his white uniform with C.J. Cox guarding him closely. To the top of the key goes Thelwell. Dumps to Mulvey. Mulvey at the right elbow extended back to Thelwell. Thelwell to the right elbow. Now down low of Mulvey. Tipped away from him and a foul. A foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Mulvey was getting ready to shoot the shot from the left block. Trey Kaufman-Renn reached in and got him across the wrist. First foul on the Boilermakers. And it'll be out of bounds. Iowa baseline right.
That was pretty good action there by Iowa. Purdue did not have that help side defense with the shooter raised on the weak side.
Thelwell, the way out high, right wing. Dix the catch. He's guarded closely by Braden Smith. Dix top of the key to Mulvey. Mulvey top of the key will dribble one time to the right wing. Hand it to Thelwell. Now goes left side, Traore. He's perimeter left. Coming into the left elbow area. Stopping with 4 on the shot clock. Now to Sanford. 3 on the shot clock. He'll pull from 3. Good. That's what Peyton Sanford can do. He can make an extremely difficult shot up against the shot clock, and that's a triple.
He certainly can. He's got that size advantage over Fletcher Lawyer. A nice high, quick release. Was able to get to that on a 1-dribble pull.
Iowa up 8-3 over the Boilermakers here early in Iowa City. And a steal. Dix with a steal on a cross-court pass that was attempted by Braden Smith. Iowa with a ball and an 8-3 lead. Sanford driving in from the right wing. Layup good. Now it's 10-3 Iowa. What a start for the Iowa Hawkeyes here at home.
It really has been. Purdue defensively certainly struggling at the moment. Iowa's hit a couple tough shots, but right there, too easy on that Sanford drive, the blow-by on Lawyer.
17-12 to go in this opening half. Iowa, the early advantage. Trey Kaufman-Renn spinning a left-handed hook shot. Good. It bounced off of the back of the rim and came down and through. 4 points for TKR. Purdue trails 10-5, 3 minutes into the game.
And that feels like that's going to be Purdue's major advantage so far in this game as the Kaufman-Renn post-up.
Thelwell will drive, lead from Mulvey, who's caught it underneath the basket and then stepped out of bounds. It wasn't a great pass by Thelwell because the position in which he threw it, Mulvey's only chance was to catch it underneath the basket, and then Mulvey fell out of bounds, but really not Mulvey's fault.
You're right. Mulvey definitely drifted there under the basket, but the pass took him there even further, and then Mulvey lost his balance, not able to be able to get that pass off before he stepped out of bounds.
Iowa 10, Purdue 5, 16:40 to go first half. Trey Kaufman-Renn to Lawyer. Lawyer fakes the 3 top of the key, goes to the right elbow, and now hands to Braden Smith, who's working his way between the circles. Now to Lawyer, lobs for Trey Kaufman-Renn, a catch and a layup, a nice lob pass over the top of the defense, right-handed layup for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue's down 10-7. Trey Kaufman-Renn has 6 of the 7. Mulvey to Thelwell. He's on the left block attacking Cox. Loses the dribble, got it back, will shoot a short hook shot and misses. Rebounded off the front of the rim by Braden Smith. Purdue wants to push tempo in the anthracite uniforms. Braden Smith off a screen, Trey Kaufman-Renn. Throws it right wing, caught there by Lawyer. Inside it goes to TKR. Working on Mulvey. Spinning and shooting. Missed on the weak side. Rebound for First, but the foul goes against Caleb First. The official said the reason Caleb got the rebound, he pushed off. Iowa 10, Purdue 7, as we have our first commercial timeout at the 15:55 mark. On the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard, this is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni. We're student interns. We're student parents. We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete. announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue Men's Basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
This is Coach Paul Lusk, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Coach Paul Lusk, who started his collegiate career here in Iowa before finishing up at Southern Illinois University. Right now it's Iowa 10, Purdue 7. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM, home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. Cheer along with SiriusXM app. Listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Iowa, the ball as we're back to action. Attacking the basket to our right. Sanford is attacking that bucket, rising and firing from the right baseline, but missing. Rebounded by Purdue's Camden Heide, and now Purdue's on the run. Right to left. Fall away baseline jumper, in and out, and in again for Braden Smith. They got the friendly roll there. First scoring of the game for Braden Smith. Purdue trails 10-9.
Rob, that shot is so difficult, going close to full speed and then stopping on a dime and fading away on that baseline. Got the friendly roll. Braden makes it look easy, though.
Purdue has subbed in Camden Heide and Jakari Harris out of this first commercial timeout. Harris, the freshman, Heide, the redshirt sophomore. Dix, right wing, kicking to Traore. 3 on the way in the left corner is no good. And a tip around and a foul will go against. A new man into the game for Iowa. That's Lache Dembele, the 6'8 sophomore from Newark, New Jersey. He was blocked out by a Boilermaker. Dembele went over the back and commits the foul. Purdue will have the possession.
And that was a big call, certainly. You hear that whistle and you see Trey down there with Dembele, and you're thinking, please don't let that be Trey's second foul. And fortunately for Purdue, it was not over the back on Dembele.
4 team fouls on Iowa. Trey Kaufman-Wren was in trouble, tried to throw it out of trouble, and he hit the backboard. Here's Iowa with the ball. Thelwell at the other end. Fouled, count the basket. Camden Heide the foul. The bucket for Drew Thelwell, the transfer from Morehead State. Well, that was a matter of, we talked about it a moment ago, Mulvey had a bad pass from a teammate that led him to a bad spot. Purdue just did the same thing to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Trey caught the ball underneath the basket as he tried to recycle it back out to the perimeter to hit the backboard, and it put Iowa into transition as Thelwell makes the foul shot.
Purdue was not fortunate to have that ricochet go into a player wearing the anthracite jersey. Unfortunately, right. That thing spearheaded the fast break, and that just shows those live ball turnovers against a potent offense like Iowa is major trouble.
Iowa 13, Purdue 9 at the 14:33 mark of the first half. Braden Smith looks to the sideline. He gets the call from offensive coordinator P.J. Thompson. Dribble handoff on a 3-man weave to Lawyer. Lawyer right elbow extended, stops, throws inside to Trey Kaufman-Wren, spins and shoots, and right now it's just too easy. Trey Kaufman-Wren has 8 early points. Purdue trails 13-11.
Purdue taking advantage of the switches they're getting. That time Dix was switched on to Kaufman-Wren. That's an easy bucket for TKR.
Traore drives in from the left baseline, stops on the block, now gives to a cutting teammate, bucket good. Dix was cutting in from the top of the key, caught it on the run, and throws it up into the basket.
Purdue, the coaching staff, unhappy. They felt like Dix shuffled the feet pretty badly on the catch before he was able to get that floater off. Thought a travel should have been called.
7 early points for Josh Dix. Iowa has a lead of 15-11. Purdue with a high right elbow catch for Trey Kaufman-Wren, trying to back down Peyton Sanford. Instead goes to Lawyer, who's dribbling in the right corner. He picks up the dribble to Trey Kaufman-Wren, who drives all the way to the basket and scores again. This time he was driving in from the right wing. Double figures already for Trey Kaufman-Wren. He's been in double figures every game this season. Purdue trails 15-13. Traore, left elbow, stops and spins, gives to Thielwell, who's way outside on the left arc, guarded there by Jakari Harris. Driving now to the left elbow, extended and stopping. And a near turnover to Dix, who's going to shoot an open three and misses badly. A spank ball. Purdue got a hand on it, knocked it out to Dix, who was wide open top of the key, and he shot a terrible-looking shot. Purdue with a rebound. Purdue got lucky there. Lawyer left block. Out to Jakari Harris. Catch and shoot three. Bullseye. The freshman, Jakari Harris.
How about Jakari? He is just shooting the heck out of the ball from three here in Big Ten play. No hesitation on the kick out from Lawyer, their left wing.
Purdue, its first lead of the game at 16-15. Thelwell, right wing, dribbles in from there. To the rim he goes. Shoots a floater. It's no good. Weak side rebound taken out of there by Camden Heide. Purdue on the run right to left. Lawyer faking a three in transition. Throws it in down low to Trey Kaufman-Renn. He bullies his way to the basket. Missed it. Got it a second time. He won't miss on the second opportunity. 12 points, Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue leads 18-15.
You just love what Purdue's doing offensively. They know Trey Kaufman-Renn has the advantage down low, and they're looking for him early and often.
Luckily, there's no limit in the game of basketball to how many times you can throw it inside.
We saw that with Zachary Eden the last handful of years.
Purdue is wearing that out right now. Here's a near steal by Braden Smith. He tips it into the backcourt. It's a foot race. Sanford will dive for it and call timeout. That actually works out well for Purdue because it makes Iowa burn their use it or lose it timeout to save possession. Timeout on the floor. 11:48 to go in the first half. Purdue 18, Iowa 15 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Camden Heide from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Purdue 18, Iowa 15. 11:48 remains in the first half. The 2024-25 Purdue basketball season presented by Purdue Global. Earn a degree you'll be proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue's online university for working adults and the preferred online university degree provider of the Guild and Team USA Learning Network. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Iowa will have the ball, but they're at the far baseline, and they only have 7 seconds on the shot clock. So that tip away into the backcourt by Braden Smith could prove to be crucial here. Iowa has to go the length of the floor in 7 seconds. Purdue has subbed Raleigh Burgess, the 6'11 freshman from Cincinnati, and Miles Colvin, the 6'5 sophomore from Indianapolis, into the game as well. Iowa quickly up the sideline with a new man, Brock Harding, into the game. To Sanford, a three left wing, no, short rim, rebounded by Camden Heide, his second rebound. So that indeed helped Purdue. The Braden Smith tip to the backcourt because Iowa had to take a bad shot. Here's Smith, the three straight away. It is short. Rebounded by Jakari Harris out on the left wing. Harris with a recycle here for the Boilermakers. Raleigh Burgess, top of the key, dribble handoff, it goes to Braden Smith. He leans in from the left block, kick it out high to Heide. Three on the way for Camden. Heide is no good, and Evan Bronze rebounds, the 6'9" redshirt senior from here in Iowa City. Dix to the free throw line extended, stopping, falling away, shooting, it is short. Rebounded Braden Smith of the Boilermakers. Purdue 18, Iowa 15, 11 minutes remains, first half in Iowa City. Braden Smith, down low to Heide on the right block. Dribbles once, throws it way out high on the right arc where it's caught by Colvin. Now top of the key, chest pass feed to Harris. Jakari lost his footing, fell down, throws to Burgess, who rescued the ball near the timeline. Purdue keeps the possession, but now 5 on the shot clock. Braden Smith, perimeter left wing. Shot clock at 3. Heide a 3 straight away at the horn is good. Camden Heide, a buzzer beater and a triple time to boot.
Oh, how about that? Heide needed that in the worst way, not only for Purdue, but for himself individually. Been struggling shooting the 3. That's a huge hit.
Sanford down low to Bronze. He tried to dunk, missed the dunk, got his own rebound. Now to Price Sanford, and Price Sanford makes the 3. He's a 6'7" sophomore. He's the younger brother of Peyton Sanford. Bronze missed a dunk, but it turned out swimmingly for the Hawkeyes because it ended up being a 3-point basket.
No kidding. Wish Bronze would just finish that thing, as it turns out.
21-18 Purdue. Colvin, left wing to Heide, another 3 on the way. That one's no good. Long rebound. Dix tracked it down in the near corner right in front of the Iowa bench. Dix now pushes tempo. Bryce Sanford, that's Price, dribbling into the free throw line and stopping. Now to his brother Peyton. Peyton to the left corner. Dribbles left baseline. Stops there with Heide on him. Top of the key to Price Sanford. Shot clock at 15 to Peyton. Peyton rises from 15, shoots and scores. 7 points in the game from Peyton Sanford. It's Purdue 21, Iowa 20.
That's pretty good action there by Peyton Sanford. The ball movement, or the body movement away from the basketball, being able to free himself from Camden Heide.
Colvin between the rings. Gives it bounce pass far left wing to Camden Heide. Heide in the triple threat position. Finds Braden Smith, top of the key, guarded closely by Brock Harding, the 6-foot sophomore from Moline, Illinois. And that ball got rifled through the hands of a couple of players going right to left. It goes out of bounds, baseline left, and they're going to say Purdue will keep the possession with 4 on the shot clock. 4 seconds on the shot clock for the Boilermakers here. What will Purdue do? Baseline out of bounds, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Sasha Stefanovic, who's in charge of inbounds plays, gives them the play. It goes to Trey Kaufman-Renn on the block. He'll spin, and he'll have it stolen. Stolen away by Thelwell after it was initially tipped by Harding. Now a steal by Braden Smith. He gives it to Miles Colvin. Here we go, right to left. Boilermakers on the run. To the right block. Bounce caught here by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Price Sanford guarding him. Skip pass to Cox. Left corner, it goes for Colvin. His 3 is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Price Sanford of Iowa. Purdue struggling to make a 3-point shot here in this one. Just 2 made 3s early. A drive and a foul. Price Sanford was coming in strong for the left block, and he'll draw the foul from Purdue's Trey Kaufman-Renn, and that's his second foul, and that's what Purdue was trying to avoid having happen. 2 fouls on Trey Kaufman-Renn, who has a team-high 12 points.
Well, that's a big call there. Trey just caught in between whether he should go vertical or try to take a charge. I think he had gotten outside of that charge arc, so I wish he just would have fully committed to trying to take that charge. I think he would have been there in time, but I think just got caught a little in between what he was going to do as Sanford rattles out the first free throw. And now Trey Kaufman-Renn, the guy who's kind of been the star player certainly for Purdue offensively thus far, has to leave the game.
Price Sanford is a 65% foul shooter. As Bob said, he missed the first. It's Purdue 21, Iowa 20. If Sanford can make this free throw, he would tie the game. 8:29 to go first half. As Sanford spins the ball between the fingers, and he missed them both. Missed both foul shots. Caleb First rebounds for Purdue. In the backcourt, Braden Smith breaks some full court pressure by throwing it ahead to C.J. Cox into the front court. Now Purdue works in its half-court offensive motion here. Top of the key catch between the circles, Cox. Ball on the right hip, chest pass left wing to first, back to Cox. Driving left baseline, stopping, throwing it out way high left wing. Caught by Braden Smith, the lawyer. He'll drive, throw up a wild shot, and he'll be called for traveling. Traveling against the Boilermakers. Gives the ball right back to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Purdue, so good in the month of January taking care of the ball, but right here, 4 turnovers in this game early for the Boilermakers.
And now a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Purdue. Just a tough possession there for Fletch. Tries to play off the shot fake, but not able to get the angle. And then tried a Euro step in the middle of the paint, and unfortunately too many steps.
Thelwell, high right arc. Bounces it left arc to Bronze. Iowa with the ball in their white uniform. Bryce Sanford to the right elbow to Thelwell. He tried to sneak a pass in the interior, and it was knocked away by Caleb First. C.J. Cox the steal. He goes strong to the basket and draws a foul. That one will go against Traore, his second, and we have a timeout on the floor. CJ will be at the foul line when we resume action. It's Purdue 21, Iowa 20. 7:40 to go in the first half on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
This is Miles Colvin, and this is Purdue Basketball.
Purdue fans win a prize pack with tickets to the Purdue-UCLA game coming up at the end of the month, February 28th. Go to purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 19th for a chance to win. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics. At the foul line, to our left, will be the freshman C.J. Cox as we resume action. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. CJ, 77% foul shooter this season. Purdue leading 21-20 with 7:40 to go in the first half in Iowa City. First free throw on the way for CJ is good. His first scoring of the game. From Lexington, Massachusetts, averaging 6 points a game. 16 steals this season for C.J. Cox. Wears number 0 on the anthracite uniform, shoots and made them both. Purdue extends the lead to 23-20.
Going to be fascinating to see as CJ's called for a blocking foul in the backcourt on Harding. Going to be fascinating to see what Coach Painter does with Trey Kaufman-Renn. 12 first-half points, been playing really well offensively, but the 2 fouls, I guess a lot will probably depend on how the game flow goes. If Purdue's able to build a lead without him, we'll probably let him stay on the bench, but you would think there might be a time for him to bring him back.
5 team fouls now on Purdue. Bryce Sandfort got open. I'm sorry, that was Peyton Sandfort. Missed a three on the left wing. It was rebounded by Braden Smith. Purdue on the run. Lawyer traveled. Lawyer wanted to fake a three in transition right wing and then put it on the floor and drive. But he never caught it cleanly, shuffled the feet, and that's now 5 Purdue turnovers for the game.
And Braden Smith talking with Fletch coming back. Braden said, just shoot the three, and Fletch basically told him that he didn't catch it cleanly.
Right. Had he caught it cleanly, I think the three was going up. You're right. But because he fumbled it, that put him in a bad spot. Peyton Sandfort, perimeter right, trying to back down Lawyer. To the elbow he goes. That's the right elbow. Now to Evan Bronze, who gives it left side to Harding. Harding from 15 feet away. Shot it, missed it. Rebounded by Thelwell of Iowa. Thelwell will drive, and he was fouled by C.J. Cox. Second foul on C.J. Cox. Purdue should have had that defensive rebound, but 2 Purdue players were fighting one another, and neither was able to come up with it. They actually knocked it away from one another. Thelwell to the foul line.
Unfortunate for sure. You get Harding to miss that pull-up. Not an easy shot, and then you're just not able to capitalize with that defensive rebound.
Thelwell misses a foul shot. He's a 66% foul shooter. Coming into the night, this evening he's 1 for 2. He's the all-time winningest player in Morehead State history. Played 4 years at Morehead State, now playing a 5th year, a grad year, here in Iowa City.
We saw him last year in Mackey Arena.
That is correct. Second one good for Thelwell. He has 4 points. It's Purdue 23, Iowa 21. 6:50 to go, first half. Jakari Harris subbed in for Cox because of the 2 fouls. Jakari brings the ball up the floor right to left. He's the point guard right now for the moment. Chest pass left wing, a catch here for Lawyer. He's outside of the arc by a step. Give and go to First, now right back to Lawyer. Top of the side, it goes to Braden Smith. To Caleb First, back to Braden. Braden, high right wing, double team. Finds Lawyer left wing. Shot clock at 4, now 3. Lawyer will drive. He'll lean in and shoot. Had it blocked. Had it blocked by the Hawkeyes, Evan Braun. Here come the Hawks. Sandfort a 3, left wing. That was Price, and no, it was tipped in. He missed the 3, and Evan Bronze came in out of nowhere and tipped it into the basket, and we're all tied at 23.
What a play there by Bronze between Lawyer and Jakari Harris, able to elevate with his size to get that tip in.
The sparse Iowa City crowd on its feet here with a game now tied. 5:50 to go first half. Jakari Harris, skip pass right side, Heide. He'll pull the trigger on a 3, in and out, no good. Camden Heide made a 3 earlier in the game, missed that one. Purdue is 2 of 8 from the 3-point line here in this first half. Peyton Sandfort between the circles. Chest pass left side to Harding. Harding, a former Illinois Mr. Basketball. Right back to Peyton Sandfort. Guarded by First. Working his way, left elbow, stopping on the dribble. Now to Price Sandfort, his brother. Price will drive. Left-handed layup, good on a reverse. 5 points for Sandfort. Iowa leads by a deuce.
How about the individual play by Sandfort there? Known more as a shooter. Goes dipsy-do reverse lay-in with the left.
Braden Smith, chest pass right side, Heide. Back to Braden Smith. Wants to drive on Thelwell. Leans into Thelwell, draws the contact, throws it up at the rim. It won't go in, but it will be 2 fouls coming for Braden Smith as Drew Thelwell draws his first foul of the ball game.
Well, Camden Heide.
Our scoring drought, Bob? 2:40. 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Just been unfortunate. Cam Heide, he's had 4 3-point attempts. I think he's made the most difficult of the 4. The one he had to put the ball on the floor with his momentum carrying him towards the rim, late shot clock, but he's had his feet set on 3 other attempts that are pretty good looks. This previous time, a great kick-out pass to Cam on that right wing, and it just goes begging.
Braden Smith, 84% foul shooter, makes the first. He has 3 points in this game. Braden earlier this week named a semifinalist on the Cousy list, recognizing the top point guard in the country. He's in the group of 10, the final 10. He's also on the Oscar Robertson list. That's the final 50 on the cut line there. Both Braden and Trey Kaufman-Renn made that list this week. One more for Braden Smith, who wears the anthracite t-shirt under the anthracite tank top, and he makes the free throw. Purdue and Iowa tied at 25. Peyton Sandfort trying to back down Heide from the top of the key. Stopped at the left elbow. Gives to Josh Dix, perimeter left. Now to Mulvey, who's catching near the left corner. Mulvey pivoting with the ball and now dribbling with his right hand, handing to Thelwell. Thelwell into the painted area. Takes a drop step, shoots, left it short. Rebounded by Caleb First to the Boilermakers. Purdue on the run right to left. Braden Smith, right side, Jakari Harris. Dribbles to the paint, stops, tries a no-look pass to Caleb First. Caught it, shot it, and missed it. He was underneath the basket, missed an easy one. Pretty good no-look pass from Jakari Harris, but Purdue comes away empty. Bryce Sanford to Peyton Sanford, shooting a three. It is good. It bounced twice and fell in. Oh, the friendly home bounce for Peyton Sanford. His second made three, and it's a three-point lead for Iowa.
They did a good job taking away his brother Price's look early in transition, but Peyton able to sneak away from Camden Heide for just enough space.
Jakari Harris pulls the trigger from three. It's no good. It goes begging off the back of the rebound, back of the rim. I beg your pardon. Dix rebounds to Thelwell, who drives, tried to kick in the corner and had it stolen. Stolen by Camden Heide, who was hustling back into the play. Purdue with the ball. Braden Smith over the timeline, right to left, attacks the basket. Somehow got wide open and makes a left-handed layup. He just blasted past Thelwell like he was standing still. Purdue's trailing 28-27. Iowa with the ball. Three on the left wing. Sanford, good again. Peyton Sanford, one bounce, pull up three, left wing. 31-27 Iowa.
Peyton Sanford, one of the elite shooters in this country, can make them off the dribble, off the catch. Right now showing that ability off the dribble.
Jakari Harris is in the left corner. Peyton Sanford is guarding him. Gives to Braden Smith. Dribbling right arc. Guarded closely by Thelwell with a shot clock at 7. Braden will drive. He'll stop. He'll shoot. It rolls around the rim. It won't fall in. Rebounded by Iowa. Dix on a run out, and he'll dunk. Timeout Purdue, as now it's 33-27 Iowa. 13-6 scoring run for the Hawkeyes. Timeout on the floor on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in Central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at HancockEDC.com or at 317-477-7241.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
Iowa 33, Purdue 27. 2:50 remains in the first half. Join Boilermaker Alliance today, Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell, on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. And here we are, courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena, where the Hawkeyes are 5 of 10 from the three-point line. Purdue is 2 of 9, and that's the difference in the game.
That's certainly been the story, and Trey Kaufman-Wren's foul trouble as well. When Trey's been on the floor, let's take a look here. Plus minus, Purdue's plus 3. And everyone else on Purdue's team outside of Fletch is negative in the plus minus standpoint. Fletcher's plus 1. So Purdue's definitely not been the same without Trey on the floor. And, of course, as you mentioned, Iowa's three-point shooting has been huge so far.
They're a good three-point shooting team, 38% as a team coming in. Here's Braden Smith, step back, right elbow jumper, good. He was able to shake himself free of Brock Harding. 8 points for Braden Smith. Purdue's down 33-29. Josh Dix driving in, right-handed layup, missed, but a foul was called. Oh, Matt Painter is really upset that there was no help side defense there, as Dix came down the right side of the paint on a right-handed layup, and he'll go to the line. Allen Burgess is first, but it's 2 free throws here for Josh Dix, who has only missed 4 free throws the entire season.
Coach Painter definitely irate there with Raleigh Burgess, the freshman, just not seeing the basketball. The basketball is the most important thing, and Iowa just keeps bailing Purdue out with missed free throws as Dix misses that off the back right part of the iron.
Wow.
But Raleigh Burgess, you're back there. You're the last line of defense. You have to focus on the basketball. Raleigh was kind of looking over on the right wing. Wow.
He missed them. Josh Dix, before those 2 foul shots, was 23 of 27 on the season. He had only missed 4 all year.
The chance that you're going to get Price Sanford and Josh Dix to miss 2 free throws in a row consecutively is pretty far-fetched.
Now can Purdue take advantage with 2:05 remaining in this opening half? Braden Smith wants to drive, shoots an difficult floater, falling away left wing. Sanford was hanging all over him, and he still made it. Wow!
I don't know how he made that. His left hand came off the basketball, so he shot it one-handed.
And here's a steal by Heide, and Heide was fouled immediately by Peyton Sanford to stop a run out for a potential dunk. Raleigh Burgess actually tipped the ball, and then the ball went right into the hands of Heide, who will be credited with a steal. Purdue's trailing 33-31, but the Boilermakers have the ball.
And how important was that tip by Raleigh? If he doesn't deflect that pass, that's going to be a dunk for Iowa. And the Iowa cutter had got past the Purdue defense on the back line. It was going to be an easy dunker lay-in. But how about Raleigh? Gets kind of crucified by the head coach for a mistake defensively, comes back with a huge play there, ends up getting the tip away that leads to the turnover, and now Purdue's got the ball again.
1:45 to go in this opening half in Iowa City. Boilermakers on the road here against the Hawks. Purdue's won 4 straight road games after starting the season 0-2 in true road competition, losing at Marquette and at Penn State. Shot clock at 10. Braden Smith wants a screen from Jakari Harris near the top of the key. He's trapped there, throws it to Harris, and we're going to have it over and back. Braden got so close to the half-court line that when he attempted a pass across the court, it actually bounced on the half-court line, the 10-second restraining line, and it's an over and back, and that's Purdue's 6th turnover.
Well, Braden had the right idea there. Jakari Harris had Mulvey on him, so Braden called Jakari to screen because he wanted to get the switch and then get Mulvey on him, but he didn't anticipate what Iowa was going to do. They trapped, and that put him in a tough spot.
Give the ball right back to the Hawkeyes of Iowa. Leading by 2 are the Hawks, 33-31. Josh Dix, left elbow, stops there, finds Theowell for a deep 3, and Thelwell knocks it in from straight away. Drew Thelwell's first made 3 of the game. He is a 43% three-point shooter, and just like that, the lead back at 5, 36-31 with 1 minute remaining.
Braden, credit, they're capitalizing on those clean looks.
Here's Braden Smith, left corner. Wants a clear out with Thelwell guarding him. Now Mulvey jumps him for a double team. And he stepped on the half-court line again for another over and back. And again, Raleigh Burgess is getting an earful from head coach Matt Painter because he did not come and rescue the ball.
Braden Smith is getting trapped on these ball screens from Iowa's bigs. They are trying to take Braden Smith out of this game. They know Purdue's really good with those pocket passes, and they know Braden, if he turns the corner or if he faces drop coverage, he's a lead as well, and so they're just trapping him. And they are putting the pressure on Purdue's other players to come to the basketball. Purdue right now not being aggressive enough off the ball.
Brock Harding to Peyton Sanford, dribbling to the left elbow. Now keeps coming down the left side of the lane and missed on a left-handed layup, but a charge will be called. No. Mulvey was called on offensive foul on a push-off for a rebound. It was not a charge on Sanford. Instead, it was Mulvey pushing off down low to try to get rebounding position. It will be a 1-and-1 at the other end for the Boilermakers, and Caleb First will be the shooter with 36 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a huge sequence here. If Caleb can knock down a couple with the shot clock, game clock difference, Purdue would get theoretically a 2-for-1 situation here to close. You could hopefully get 2 points to stop and then another bucket to close the half.
The front end of the 1-and-1 goes good for Caleb. He's 2 of 3 at the foul line tonight. 67% foul shooter on the year, so he's right at the percentages. Purdue's down 36-32. Second foul shot good. The senior made them both. Purdue down 3, and now we have a clock stoppage because the clock is wrong. It should be 36.2, not 34.2. Iowa will have the ball baseline left in their white uniforms. Not a big crowd tonight. On the sidelines, we're maybe 70% full, maybe. And on the end zones behind the buckets, we're maybe 20% full.
Yeah, it's pretty sparse, certainly, especially in those end zones or baselines.
This building seats just under 15,000. Brock Harding dribbling on the center circle. Guarded closely by Jakari Harris with a shot clock down to 15, game clock at 21. Still dribbling on that center circle, and now they put the offense into motion to the Hawkeyes. Left wing catch for Bronze. Further left side to Thelwell. Now they give it to Dix. A fall away 3, no good. Rebounded by Colvin. Purdue with 6 seconds should have a chance. Now 4, now 3. Deep 3 for Braden Smith is a triple time at the buzzer. Count it for Braden Smith. And it ties the game as we go into the halftime locker room. Oh, mama, did we need that one. Braden Smith was calmly bringing the ball up the floor. The Purdue coaching staff was screaming at him, go, go, go. And Braden says, relax. I got this, everybody. A triple from straight away. We're tied at 36. The Coors Light halftime report begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
For hybrid vehicles that give you 614 miles of continuous driving, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands on Honda hybrids with 2.9% financing. Award-winning Honda hybrids, Accord, Civics, and CR-Vs. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Like the 2025 Honda Accord Sport or Touring model, now with low 2.9% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Attention fans! Do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the UCLA Bruins on February 28th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue Men's Basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealers or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
Purdue 36, Iowa 36. Halftime at Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is the Coors Light Halftime Report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. Boilermakers just 3 of 10 from the three-point line and 7 first-half turnovers, yet they are tied with the Hawkeyes, who were 6 of 12 from the three-point line and only turned it over 5 times. Purdue did win the rebounding battle 16-13. That's a bit of a difference maker. But quite frankly, one of the main reasons Purdue finds itself tied with Iowa is the free throw shooting disparity. I beg your pardon. Purdue is 7 of 8 at the foul line, while Iowa is just 2 of 7. And a couple of those makes are, quite frankly, a bit unbelievable. 0 for 2 is Price Sanford in free throw shooting for the Hawkeyes. He's not a great free throw shooter, but 65%. But more surprisingly is 0 for 2 from the foul line is Josh Dix, who came into this game 23 of 27 for the season in free throw shooting. He'd only missed 4 free throws the entire year, but he missed back-to-back free throws, and it ends up being a big deal. It helps Purdue go on a 5-0 scoring run to end the first half and ultimately tie this game at 36 apiece. Another big story in this one, Purdue's leading scorer, Trey Kaufman-Renn, plays only 8 minutes and 45 seconds because of foul trouble, yet he still scored 12 points, 6 of 8 shooting. Purdue attempted 26 shots in the first half. Trey attempted 8 of them, but spent most of the final 10 minutes of the half on the bench, actually all of them, because he has 2 fouls. Coors Light halftime report here. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. When we come back to the Coors Light halftime report, we'll look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game, and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
You work hard, and at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, choose chill. Official sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Rob Blackman here with the Coors Light halftime report as we take a look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We're your local lender. Learn more at ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com. Iowa Hawkeyes shoot an even 50% in the first half, 14 of 28 And they're an even 50% from the three-point line, 6 of 12. Hawks, however, just 2 of 7 at the foul line. 13 total rebounds for Iowa. They had 10 assists on the 14 made baskets. They do lead the Big Ten in assists per game coming into this one. 3 assists for Seydou Traore, who made his first start of the season tonight for the Hawkeyes. Peyton Sandfort leads the Hawks in scoring. He has 13 first-half points, 9 for Josh Dix. 5 first-half turnovers for Iowa. Boilermakers were 50% shooting as well, 13 of 26, but just 3 of 10 from outside the arc. Purdue an impressive 7 of 8 from the foul line. Boilermakers had 4 assists on the 13 made baskets, 3 of those for Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue had 7 first-half turnovers. Purdue 16 total rebounds. Boilermakers led in scoring by Trey Kaufman-Wren and Braden Smith. Smith with 13 points, Trey Kaufman-Wren with 12. Before we go further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Bobby Riddell has a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by our Central Indiana Honda dealers when we come back to our Coors Light halftime report. It's Purdue 36, Iowa 36. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler-made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, where Purdue and Iowa are tied 36 all at the half. Time now for our out-of-town scores segment, and today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. Let's take a look at some men's Big Ten college basketball action being played here this evening. 4 other games to be played tonight besides this Purdue-Iowa matchup. And one of them is at the half as well, and that is the Penn State Nittany Lions hosting Minnesota. And the Nittany Lions lead that game 25-21. Tipping off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Big Ten Network. The USC Trojans, 13-8 on the year, will be visiting the Northwestern Wildcats, who are 12-10. At 9 p.m. Eastern as well on Peacock. The Indiana Hoosiers, 14-8 on the year, visit 21st-ranked Wisconsin, who is 17-5 on the season. And then the final game of the evening in the Big Ten, 9th-ranked Michigan State, the current leaders by a half game in the Big Ten standings, 18-3 on the year, will visit the UCLA Bruins on the road, who are 16-6 on the year. That game will tip at 10 o'clock on Peacock. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun-to-drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys to the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light Halftime Report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Iowa, on the average, makes 10 three-point baskets per game. Tonight, they made 6 in the first 20 minutes. Purdue and Iowa all square at 36 as we open up the second half of action. Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Wren and C.J. Cox, along with Caleb Furst to start the second 20 minutes for the Boilermakers, who are wearing anthracite uniforms here on the road tonight. Hawkeyes wearing white. Iowa has the first possession of half number 2. Can Purdue slow down Peyton Sandfort? Not easy. One of the best in the Big Ten. 13 first-half points for him. He averages 16 a game. And here's Sandfort with the ball, guarded by Lawyer. Dribbles to the high left wing perimeter, gives to Dix. Now to Thelwell on a 3-man weave. Thelwell, left elbow, finds Sandfort. Catch and shoot 3. In again. Peyton Sandfort. 16 points for Peyton Sandfort. Another 3. His 4th made 3 of the game. And now it's 39-36 Iowa.
Just can't give a guy of that caliber clean looks, and you hate to see him get one to go to start the second half. Going to have his confidence sky high.
Braden Smith working his way in from the right wing, stopping, now giving to a diving Trey Kaufman-Wren, who is coming in from the left wing, and Trey scores. He has 14 points. It's Iowa 39, Purdue 38. Traore, perimeter left, toes on the arc, dribbling to the right hand, guarded by First. First actually tipped it. First dives for the ball, and now throws to Braden Smith. Purdue's on the run, left to right. Braden a crossover, a layup good. It was all made by Caleb First. The hustle play of the game, presented by Republic Airways. Apply to Lift Academy. Start your aviation career today.
You are right, Rob. Caleb First makes that play happen with the incredible effort defensively.
Diving in from the left side. Here's Sandfort. Layup good. Peyton Sandfort, a left-handed layup, puts Iowa back in front 41-40. Right now, Purdue has no answer for the senior from Waukee, Iowa, Peyton Sandfort.
Fletch right there, over-aggressive, gets back cut.
Trey Kaufman-Wren, left-handed hook shot, no. Went begging, rebounded Caleb First, and as he went back to the basket, he was fouled by Evan Bronze. Bronze actually starts the second half in place of Riley Mulvey. But there was a missed left-handed hook shot by Kaufman, rebounded by Caleb First. And First goes to the foul line with 2 foul shots after that foul on Evan Bronze, his first.
Well, Purdue is certainly in a little bit of a compromising position, right, from a defensive standpoint, with Fletcher Lawyer and Peyton Sanford as Caleb back irons that first free throw with the miss. Sanford is Iowa's most talented offensive player, and he's got it going. But from a matchup standpoint, the most reasonable matchup is for Fletch to guard Peyton Sanford. But Fletch is certainly, far from your lockdown type of defender. So it's a little bit of a tough spot Purdue's in here defensively matchup-wise.
That's the problem with Sanford. He puts a lot of teams in a pickle with his height and his shooting ability at 6'8". We're tied at 41 after Caleb First made 1 of 2 foul shots. Thelwell dribbling perimeter right arc with a left hand, guarded by C.J. Cox, uses a screen from Bronze, gets himself to the free throw line and stops, bounces it into Bronze, and it's stolen. Stolen by Caleb First. Purdue on the run. Braden Smith orchestrating. Stops at the free throw line extended. Shoots a 3 as he steps back. Made it! A triple time for Braden Smith. Purdue's up 44-41.
Oh, that's huge. He hits Caleb First in transition, who's wide open, but Caleb knows his limitations. He doesn't take a bad shot. He waits for Braden Smith to get the handoff, and there's no help as Braden comes off the handoff.
Thelwell the 3 on the right wing. It misses short. Rebounded Caleb First to the Boilermakers. Purdue 44, Iowa 41 with 17:38 remaining here in the ball game. Caleb First, his hustle in the second half, a big difference. Here's a 3 from Fletcher. Lawyer in the left corner. It is good, and it's a timeout for Iowa. First made bucket of the game for Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue 47, Iowa 41. Timeout on the floor. This is the Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard, and this is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Keystone Cooperative understands that your family matters most, which is why safety is our top priority. Our commitment to serving the local community is all about being an active part of the places we call home. By choosing Keystone Seriously Local Propane, you are supporting local communities and helping us make an impact where it matters most, right here at home. Keystone Cooperative, Seriously Local Propane, and proud to back the Boilermakers.
This is Caleb First, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Caleb First has been a spark in the second half for Purdue. A tip away, a steal, stepping up and making free throws. Purdue's up 47-41. Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Purdue Global, Wabash, Riley Children's Health, Toyota, and State Farm Insurance, each great partners of Purdue Athletics. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell, courtside in Carver Hawkeye Arena. 17:29 remains in the game. Purdue leads by 6. We started the second half all square at 36 apiece. Iowa with the ball right to left in their white uniforms here at home. Peyton Sanford to Evan Bronze, feet on the arc, right arc. Dribbles left arc one time, gives to Peyton Sanford. Give and go to Bronze, diving in, shooting a layup and scoring. Good play, drawn up coming out of the timeout by Fran McCaffrey. 4 points for Evan Bronze. It's Purdue 47, Iowa 43.
When you got a star like Sanford who can make shots but is also a willing passer, you can get advantageous situations right there. All the attention on Sanford on the dribble handoff, and he drops off a sweet dime.
Lawyer dribbling on the right arc, stopping, throwing it inside to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Catches just outside of the left block. Will attack, shoot with his left hand, and score over Bronze. Trey Kaufman-Wren, 2 more for him. He has 16 in the game. Averages 18 a contest. Purdue 49, Iowa 43. Josh Dix, right block, kicking to Thelwell. He's wide open in the left corner. Missed it long. Purdue got lucky. Thelwell, better than 40% from 3 on the season, was wide open and missed a triple. Rebounded Braden Smith. He'll shoot a 3 at the other end, and he will not miss a triple. Braden Smith.
Oh, man, how about that 6-point swing there? You get the miss by Thelwell after a great flare screen on the weak side, and then Braden makes him pay. No one picking him up off that ball screen in transition.
21 points for Braden Smith. Peyton Sanford a 3 on the top of the key. Man, can this guy fill it up.
Smokes. Wow. He didn't even get squared up on that one. Just literally all in one motion as he made the catch. Doesn't even get square. Still able to rattle that one home.
21 for Sanford. 21 for Braden Smith. Cox a 3 in the right corner. It is good. C.J. Cox, his first triple time of the game. Purdue's up 55-46.
Purdue having those capable shooters in the corners. Lawyer and Cox coming through here.
A 3-point shooting contest is broken out here at Carver Hawkeye. Dix between the rings, now coming down the left side of the paint, stopping on the left block, spinning out of trouble, finding Thelwell into the corner for a Sanford 3. This one was long, rebounded by Purdue's Braden Smith. Braden Smith has 21 points. Peyton Sanford has 21 points. Another 3 for Braden Smith is another triple time, and another timeout for Iowa as Braden Smith has chosen to take the game over. Purdue 58, Iowa 46. Timeout on the floor on the Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
Hey Boilermaker fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
US Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at US Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, US Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Braden Smith, in the last 7 games, was just 5 of 25 from the three-point line. Tonight, he's 4 for 5. He has a game-high 24 points. Purdue leads 58-46 at the 15-11 mark. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home, but don't know where to start? Call trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Purdue Athletics. Braden Smith, if you weren't with us at the end of the first half, knocked in a 3 straight away. That was the final shot of the first half. It sent both teams to the locker room. And you kind of felt like down in your soul that might just kickstart Purdue offensively. I think it has, because here in the second half, Purdue is 5 of 5 from the three-point line. Iowa just 2 of 5 three-point shooting in the second half. And we've only played 5 minutes of basketball. Iowa the ball coming out of the Fran McCaffery timeout. Bryce Sanford dribbling right wing near the sideline. Throws it top of the key to Riley Mulvey. Swings it left side to Dix. Shot clock at 10. Dix guarded closely by Braden Smith. Now to Peyton Sanford. Back to Dix. Open three. Left wing. Good. Josh Dix. He can fill it up with the best of them. That's his second made three of the game. He has 10 points. It's Purdue 58, Iowa 49.
Just an over-adjustment there by Braden Smith. He jumps to the basketball in the pass by Josh Dix, and that just leaves way too much space for Josh Dix.
Driving left corner is C.J. Cox. Stopping now. Going topside to Lawyer. Swing it right wing. This is Braden Smith. Shot clock at 8. Braden drives. Got his way to the rim and made a right-handed layup. Just blew past everybody. 26 points in the game. Remember, he had 24 Friday night against Indiana. That's 50 points over the last two games for Braden Smith. Purdue leads 60-49.
That play indicative right there. Just no help side defense from Iowa of why they have such a high percentage.
Peyton Sanford drives and banks one in from the right wing. Sanford keeping his ball club in the game. He now has 23 points for the Hawkeyes.
Definitely underrated, Sanford. His ability to put the ball on the floor, he can go either direction.
Well, remember what he did to us as a freshman in Indianapolis in that Big Ten Tournament Championship game. Torched us. And here's a ball tipped out of bounds by Josh Dix. Purdue keeps possession from the far sideline, directly across from our vantage point. 13:42 remains in the game. Purdue 60 and Iowa 51.
Great hands by Iowa there, or else Fletcher was going to have a horse shot in the corner with CJ trying to make that one more pass.
Into the game, Brock Harding. He draws the assignment of guarding Braden Smith. Braden lost the ball out of bounds. He was trying to jump stop on the left block, and the ball just slipped out of his fingertips. That'll give the ball back to Iowa for Purdue, turnover number 8. 13:32 remains in the game. Hawkeyes the ball, Purdue the lead at 60-51. Harding dribbling between the circles on a between-the-leg dribble left to right. Hand off to Bryce Sanford. Now chest pass left swing, Dix. Dix top of the key to Mulvey. Hands it right back to Dix. Dix from 15 feet extended right elbow good. 2 more for Josh Dix. 12 points for him. Dix averages 13 a game. Now full court pressure from Iowa. Broken by the Boilermakers. C.J. Cox left to right. Purdue leads 60-53. Trey Kaufman-Renn catches the ball left arc, just outside of that arc by a step. To first, back to C.J. Cox. Cox to first, working his way left elbow. They'll run a double team at him. He'll step through it, kick it out high for a C.J. Cox three. It's long, no good. Rebounded by Brock Harding of Iowa. He wants to push the tempo in that white uniform. Dix looks at a deep three, won't let it fly, however. He was about 30 feet away, straight away, and it's stolen. He tried to drive, stolen by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Ahead to first, he will drive, and he got hammered by Mulvey. Riley Mulvey hammers the driving Caleb First. 3 fouls on Mulvey, but it does save a layup, and will send Caleb First to the foul line for the Boilermakers at the 12:29 mark.
Right there, you had C.J. Cox and Caleb First kind of sprinting in transition in the same slot there.
Right beside one another.
C.J. actually had a couple steps ahead of Caleb. I was hoping if that pass could reach C.J., I think he would have had an uncontested layup, but it kind of was a little bit behind C.J., and Caleb ended up grabbing it. And fortunately, Caleb got fouled, though, and then is able to hit that first free throw.
Jakari Harris will sub in for Fletcher Lawyer. Caleb First has 5 points, and all 5 have come at the foul line tonight. The left-hander, the former Indiana Mr. Basketball, out of Blackhawk Christian High School in Fort Wayne, made both foul shots. 6 points for Caleb. He will exit the game, replaced by Camden Heide. Purdue 62, Iowa 53 at the 12:29 mark. Iowa the ball, Harding in the backcourt. C.J. Cox trying to pressure the ball and make life tough on Harding as he brings it up over the 10-second barrier right to left. Harding to the right elbow extended. No look pass to Mulvey, who dunks with 2 hands. That was a beauty of a pass from Harding.
You ain't kidding, Rob. That was all Brock Harding there. Change of pace, change of direction, stops on a dime, goes through the legs, gets some separation from Cox, and then a sweet left-handed cross-court pass to Mulvey.
62-55. Here's a pass down low to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who is tied up by Bryce Sanford. And on a held ball, it'll be Purdue basketball. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 62, Iowa 55. 11:58 remains in the game on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers, players, and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
This is Camden Heidi, and this is Purdue Basketball.
Purdue Basketball Live each week, presented by Jimco Constructors. Join us Monday nights at walk-ons in the Purdue Memorial Union. 6:30 on Monday nights if you want to watch the show live. You can tune into this same radio station you're listening on tonight, or maybe watch it on Purdue's Facebook page or the YouTube channel for the Boilermakers, maybe the X channel. That's Purdue Basketball Live, presented by Jimco Constructors, proud partners of Purdue Athletics. Purdue 62, Iowa 55 with 11:58 remaining in the game in Iowa City. Purdue will have the ball inbounding baseline right. Jakari Harris, the trigger man for the Boilermakers. He's struggling to get it in. Finally lobs it out on the right arc, caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue puts the offense into motion. Braden Smith to the right elbow. Stops, bounces it now inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who's double teamed. Out high to C.J. Cox. Shot clock at 3. C.J. a deep 3. Banked it in. C.J. Cox, better lucky than good. He banked it in from straight away with a shot clock showing triple zeros.
Ooh, you know it's your night when you're throwing in the bank threes from the top of the key, and CJ's previous attempt was right on line, but back iron, and that time, huge hit off the bank, late clock.
65-55 Purdue. Harding a 3 at the other end. His is no good. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Renn of the Boilermakers. Trey has 4 rebounds to go with 16 points. Purdue the ball at the 11-10 mark of this first half. Trey will spin in the paint. He'll shoot a short jumper from the right block that misses. Mulvey rebounds for the Hawkeyes. Iowa on the run. Looking at a 3 was Price Sanford. Decided against it. Gives to Mulvey. Down low to Harding. Harding catches on the left block. Spins there. Stops on the baseline. Finds it into the hands of Peyton Sanford. Guarded closely by Braden Smith. He fell down in the paint. Kick it in the corner for a Harding 3. He won't miss this time. Brock Harding, his first made basket of the game. He is a 38% three-point shooter. Purdue 65, Iowa 58.
Well, Purdue has to double there on Sanford because he had the mismatch with Braden Smith. He's able to squirt that ball out of there, and unfortunately, with the one more pass to the corner, Purdue didn't rotate in time to Harding.
Just off of the left block, a catch for Trey Kaufman-Renn. The Cox in the corner. His 3 is no good. Mulvey rebounds for Iowa. Right corner 3, no good for C.J. Cox. Bryce Sanford had it stolen and then lost out of bounds. Baseline left. That'll be Iowa ball. Boilermakers had their hands on it for so precariously, maybe a second, maybe half a second, and then lost it out of bounds. Iowa keeps it with 23 on the shot clock.
Well, both these teams have just been dynamite here offensively in the second half. Iowa now 5 of their last 6 field goal attempts they've made.
Mulvey catch on the right elbow to Josh Dix, top of the key on a dribble handoff. Dix dribbles right elbow, now shoots a step back 3. It is long and rebounded by Purdue's Camden Heide. Heide's done a nice job of the glass tonight. 5 rebounds for Cam. Braden Smith drives baseline, fades away, shoots, and misses. Weak side rebound, Josh Dix for Iowa. Iowa's in transition. Harding leading it, and he had it picked from behind. Picked from behind by Braden Smith, who had 6 steals Friday night against Indiana. A 3 at the other end is good for Fletcher Lawyer. So the steal and then the assist for Braden Smith. A triple for Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue's up 68-58. Harding is fouled as he got to the rim, and he'll shoot 2 foul shots. How about that last play by Braden Smith?
Unbelievable.
Harding thought he was in the free and the clear, running right to left, leading the break, and Braden snuck up from behind him and stole it.
He shot a fadeaway here in the right baseline in front of our bench, falling out of bounds, and then just absolutely turns on the jets. And he's not chasing a slow player. Right, chasing Brock Harding, who's maybe just as quick as Braden. Braden absolutely throws on the afterburners, chases him down from behind as Harding rattles in the first free throw, steals the ball from behind. After he had just sprinted in full speed offensively, Braden gets the steal, comes back sprinting again the other way, leads the break, finds Fletcher Lawyer as he drops it back for an open 3. I mean, holy cow. He literally sprinted up and down the court 3 consecutive times.
Like he was running wind sprints at the end of practice.
Literal wind sprints.
Harding made both foul shots. 5 points for Brock Harding, the former Illinois Mr. Basketball. Here's the full court pressure, 1-2-2 variety. Purdue will break it with Jakari Harris bringing it up the far sideline, left to right. 9:25 remains. Purdue 68, Iowa 60. This game has become high scoring real quickly. We were tied at 36 at the half. Here's Heide, and he was fouled as he cut to the bucket. Bryce Sanford tried to steal the ball as Heide was cutting toward the bucket. Camden caught it right underneath the basket. Reaching was Sanford, and the foul against Bryce Sanford is his first. Purdue inbounds baseline right.
That was a tough one. That was close. It was Sanford dove in there, felt like he got all ball. He was definitely not pleased with the call.
Tell you, from our vantage point, it looked like all ball from here. Deep 3 for Braden Smith. This one is no good. Off the back of the orange, rebounded by Peyton Sanford. Quickly ahead to Harding. Here comes Iowa on the run. Purdue an 8-point lead, 9 minutes to go. Harding at the left elbow, stops and pivots, gives to Dembele. Now he'll hand to Sanford. Sanford, perimeter right wing, has to pivot twice, nowhere to go with the ball, gives to Dix. Standing near the far sideline, now a foul away from the ball. This will be on Purdue's Camden Heide, trying to, looked like he was trying to stop one of the cutters.
Chasing Sanford, yep.
There you go. 2 fouls on Camden Heide.
They set a back screen for Sanford at about the left elbow, and Cam looked pretty perplexed with the call. He felt like he was just chasing, doing a good job trying to stay tight. Maybe had a hand on the side of Sanford, and the official certainly may have just looked right at that and got Cam for a grab.
That's only Purdue's second team foul. Iowa's only committed 3 here in the second half. Bryce Sanford dribbling in from the right wing, stopping at the elbow and shooting and scoring. Bryce Sanford, the sophomore's had a nice night. 7 points for him. Iowa right back in the ball game. Purdue 68, Iowa 62. And Purdue hold on here on the road. Fletcher Lawyer, right elbow, stops, feeds to Harris. Swing it left side, driving in. Here comes the Boilermakers. Lawyer a 3 from straight away. Good. Another triple for Fletcher Lawyer. 9 points in the game, all in the second half. Purdue's up 71-62. Boy, look at the offense from both teams here in the second half. Driving is Harding. Kicking to the left elbow. Now it's Dix shooting a 3 and missing. Tipped out, however, and grabbed by Harding near the timeline for Iowa. A reload for the Hawkeyes. Sanford drives in. Finds Dix cutting to the basket. He dunks, coming in from the left baseline. Josh Dix with a 2-handed dunk.
Jakari Harris tips that ball out, but no Purdue player able to secure the board, and then another nice back cut by Josh Dix, and he goes up with authority with the flush.
Crowd alive here at Carver Hawkeye, despite the fact it's a very small crowd tonight. Braden Smith comes in from the left baseline. Is trapped now in the corner. Gets out of trouble. Gives to Caleb first. He went to go dunk, and he was fouled as he was en route. Dembele with a foul. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 71, Iowa 64. 7:29 remains on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You know you've got a comeback in you.
When you take the next step, you're going to make it count for your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Purdue 71, Iowa 64. 7:29 remains here in Iowa City. Tonight's game brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundle today at progressive.com. At the foul line for Purdue will be Caleb First. The Boilermakers senior tonight has scored 6 points, all 6 of them coming from the charity stripe. Couple of things working in Purdue's favor, at least so far in the second half. Purdue only 1 second half turnover. And in the second half, Purdue's 8 of 11 from the three-point line. That's 73%. Free throw on the way. No good off of the back of the rim there for the Boilermaker senior, Caleb First. 2 times he's been an academic all Big Ten performer. He has 109 career wins as a Boilermaker. And he missed them both, unfortunately, and Josh Dix rebounds for Iowa. 7-point Purdue lead, but Iowa the ball here. You're going to have to keep scoring in this one, Bob Riddell.
Yes, you are.
Because Iowa is going to keep scoring. Harding throws it near the timeline of Sanford, throws it right back to Harding. He's way out on the logo, perimeter left. Harding wants to shake and bake, got to the rim, stopped there, into the arc. Now to Sanford, shooting a fall-away 3, it's short. Rebounded Fletcher Lawyer of the Boilermakers. Sanford, I thought he was going to make that one. That's Peyton, by the way, Peyton Sanford.
How about the individual defense by Caleb First on the small jitterbug point guard, Brock Harding. Moves his feet, takes away the 3, stops the drive, forces a tough shot for Iowa.
Lawyer lobs it to the right block extended, caught by Trey Kaufman-Wren, who then finds a pass to Caleb First, who dunks it home, coming in from the left baseline. Big-to-big action there. Purdue's up 73-64.
That was sweet. What a spin move there by Kaufman-Wren.
A 3 from Dix is good. Straight away, Josh Dix, his 3rd made 3 of the game. He has 19 points.
Braden Smith just loses his balance trying to fight over that screen, falls down, and Dix just says, why not?
Braden will drive, and as he was dumping off the pass to Trey Kaufman-Wren, he was fouled. That's one of those you wish the foul wasn't called on Peyton Sanford because it would have been an uncontested dunk for Trey Kaufman-Wren. Instead, Purdue inbounds baseline right.
What's the team foul situation
5,
now, Rob?
5 for Iowa, 2 for Purdue. Yeah, that's one you wish they don't call a foul. And
it was a sweet drop-off pass by Braden, like literally through 3 Iowa defenders who were pretty much all simultaneously fouling him.
Inside, Trey Kaufman-Renn. He got a bunny anyway, so what's it matter? On the inbound play, drawn up to perfection. 2 more for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue leads 75-67 with 6:05 remaining.
You're right. As it turns out, we'll take the foul and the 2 points.
Harding drives to the right block, leans in, shoots a floater, banks it in. Brock Harding playing a lot of minutes here in the second half. He has 7 points. He averages 9 a game. Purdue 75, Iowa 69. Less than 5:45 to go.
He started every game this year, so it was surprising not to see him in that starting lineup.
Catch on the right block, Kaufman-Renn. Here's the double team. Skip pass to Smith. 3 on the way in the corner is good. A beautiful find to the left corner, and Braden Smith knocks in the triple.
Wow, I'm not sure how Kaufman-Renn was able to do that.
And now an illegal screen on Peyton Sanford. He knocked Lawyer to the ground. Sanford can't believe it. He's given the official Jeffrey Anderson an earful. 3 fouls on Peyton Sanford, but more importantly, team foul number 6, and even more importantly than that, an Iowa turnover.
Fletcher Lawyer, he's become accustomed to dropping to the floor from time to time, and sometimes he gets the call, sometimes he doesn't. Right there, Peyton Sanford trying to do that quick dribble handoff in transition, still moving, runs into Lawyer, and Lawyer wisely falls to the ground, draws the attention of the officials.
Fran McCaffrey giving the official the business, saying exactly what you're saying. There may have been a little acting or embellishing going on there. Trey Kaufman-Renn, right elbow extended against Dembele. 15 on the shot clock. Spins away from a double team. Shoots a right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebounded Caleb Furst. He goes back to the rim and scores again. Caleb Furst. Boy, is he playing well here in the second half. Purdue's up 80-69. 5 minutes to go in a game. Can the Boilermakers hold on the road in Iowa City? Sanford kicks to Harding. He faked a 3, left wing, now dribbles left block, shoots a layup, misses. Weak side rebound, Caleb Furst. Purdue's in transition, left to right. Lawyer, a deep 3, right wing, in and out, no good. Rebounded C.J. Cox, and Purdue can recycle. Oh, C.J.'s going to shoot a 3. Oh, he missed it. Rebounded weak side, Kaufman-Renn. He missed it. Oh, Purdue had a couple point-blank looks. Couldn't get any of them to go. Purdue up 11. We're down to 4:30 to go in a game. Driving, here come the Hawkeyes. Dick's a short floater, good. Boy, what a turn of events there. Timeout taken by, we have an injured player.
Peyton's cramping.
Yep, Peyton Sanford is cramping. 21 for Dix. Man, Purdue could have had a 3, could have had a 2. CJ was wide open on the 3. Trey had a point-blank look from the block. Missed them both, and wouldn't you know it, a Dix floater at the other end for Iowa.
And it was funny because Coach Painter's right in front of us. You could tell each time Purdue got the rebound, he wanted Purdue to kind of pull it out and run clock, but they kept just getting high percentage looks, so he was kind of caught in between. Like, I guess I got to let these guys take these high percentage looks. I just didn't make them.
80-71, a steal. Josh Dix a steal at the other end, and he was swiped and fouled by Smith. Braden Smith took the foul. It's the first foul of the game on Braden. It was either give up a layup or just take a foul and make Dix earn it at the foul line. So Josh Dix will have to go to the foul line. That's only Purdue's second turnover of the second half. Purdue 80, Iowa 71 with 4:10 remaining.
We'll give Josh Dix credit there. I mean, that's a high-risk, high-reward type of play he makes on that pocket pass thrown to Trey Kaufman-Renn. If he misses that steal, Purdue's 4 on 2 and is going to be in a really advantageous situation as Josh Dix misses another free throw off the back rim.
That's a good foul then by Braden Smith.
Yes, it was. That's going to save at least a point. And this game, is definitely a game that is not over by any means. And so that's a huge play there as Dix does sink the second free throw. But give Dix credit because he gets that steal because Trey never saw Dix coming. Dix came out of complete left field right as Trey turned his body to face the rim. Dix was able to strip it.
4:10 remains in the game. Purdue 80, Iowa 72. But right now, Iowa playing without Peyton Sanford. He's on the bench, cramping up. Remember, Iowa plays tonight without Owen Freeman, their leading scorer and rebounder, because of a hand injury. He's out for the season. Less than 4 minutes remaining. C.J. Cox is on the right elbow and stops. Picks up the dribble, finds Caleb Furst, who swings it left side to Lawyer, and a 3-second call against Purdue on Trey Kaufman-Renn will turn it over. 3:49 to go in a game, and that turnover will give it back to the Hawkeyes. Purdue's up by 8 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, remember, Purdue football fans, Thursday night at Walk-Ons in the Purdue Memorial Union, it's a special edition of Purdue Football Live. New head coach Barry Odom will be joining Tim Newton to talk Purdue football. It's Thursday night, 6 o'clock at Walk-Ons, Purdue Football Live. Purdue basketball going on live here in front of us. Purdue 80, Iowa 72. 3:49 remains in the game, but Iowa will have the ball after the Purdue 3-second violation a moment ago. And bad news for Purdue fans. Good news for Iowa fans. Peyton Sanford back into the game after he was suffering some cramping just a moment ago, and he had to exit.
Certainly good news for Iowa. They got a lot of their shooters, Dix and Sanford, back on the floor, and can Purdue get enough stops down here to finish this game? 23 in the game for Sanford. Dix has 22 for Iowa. Here's Dix dribbling to the right elbow. Now going to the left elbow. Stopping, rising, shooting, and he was fouled. An and one opportunity for Dix. Foul on Jakari Harris of the Boilermakers. Well, that one hurts. Jakari Harris has his hands out, looking at the official in disbelief, not sure what he does as Dix got into that pull-up jumper. It must have felt like Jakari got him across the arm, but that's a huge potential three-point play here. Dix will step to the foul line. Tonight he's 1 of 4 at the foul line. He'll dribble twice and shoot. He won't miss this one. Josh Dix, the junior from Council Bluffs, Iowa. That's a big three-point play. Iowa fans on their feet. Purdue 80, Iowa 75 with 3:28 to go in the game. Braden Smith at the left elbow. He keeps coming and charging down the left side of the paint to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who wants to work on Dembele. Gives to Caleb First. Back to Braden Smith on the right baseline. Leans in, gives to Trey. Short floater, no good. Trey went after his own rebound, couldn't get it, but does save it in bounds somehow, some way. Purdue saved it in bounds and gets a new shot clock as we're down to 3 minutes remaining. Great hustle, Trey Kaufman-Renn. Lawyer dribbling at the free throw line, shooting, it was blocked. He gets a second opportunity and rolls it inside, and it was stolen. Tried to get it inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn, and Dembele stole it for Purdue. Turnovers becoming a major problem here late in the game. 80-75, and Iowa the ball. Dix shooting from the right wing, and he was fouled as he missed the jump shot. Fletcher Lawyer the foul, and back to the foul line will go Josh Dix for Iowa with 2:42 remaining in the game. And that's just a silly foul from Fletcher Lawyer there. He gets Dix to take a pretty tough fadeaway pull-up jumper from 17 feet. I know he just made a pull-up, but that's a tough shot going to your right, fading away, and Fletch bails him out by fouling him on the elbow.
Dix free throw, good. Now he's heating back up from that foul line as Josh Dix. Purdue 0 for 5 in its last 5 field goal attempts. It's allowed Iowa to climb back into this ball game. Turnovers aren't helping either, and Dix makes another foul shot. Purdue 80, Iowa 77 with 2:38 to go in a game. Braden Smith over the timeline, left to right in the anthracite uniform. Yeah, fans are on their feet here at Carver Hawkeye. Braden Smith, short roll to Trey Kaufman-Renn, had it blocked. Harding blocked it. At 6 feet tall, he got the block. Here's the three from Sanford to tie. Short, out of bounds. No, yes, it was out of bounds. I thought Caleb Furst might save it in the far corner, but he couldn't quite come up with it in time. Clock stops with 2:18 to go. Iowa will have the ball. Peyton Sanford had a chance to tie the game on the right wing and left it short, but Purdue couldn't come up with a rebound there. Iowa ball, baseline left in the far corner.
Well, that one hurts. You're kicking yourself there. You get Sanford to miss when you think, man, he's got a golden opportunity to tie the game, but Braden Smith just not able to corral it. It tips off his fingers out of bounds.
2:18 to go in this game. Dembele to Dix. Deep three off the dribble. Handoff. No. Rebounded by Purdue's Caleb Furst. Oh, that was a stop Purdue needed desperately. Caleb Furst now has 7 rebounds to go with 10 points. We're down to 2 minutes remaining in the game. Boilermakers with the ball. Braden Smith, perimeter right wing to Cox. He'll shoot a three in the left wing. It's no good. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Renn. Offensive reload for Purdue. Trey wants a clear out to work on Dembele. Gets himself to the left elbow. Keeps backing down. Keeps backing. Goes to shoot, and he was fouled. He tried to spin toward the defender, and he was fouled by Dembele. But the official says it's on the floor. So it will be a 1-and-1. This will be a 1-and-1, not a 2-shot foul. It's team foul number 7. A 1-and-1 for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Calling it on the floor before the shot.
And that's certainly a big distinction here, right? The 1-and-1 versus the 2-shot foul. That's a huge deal.
Trey Kaufman-Renn of the Boilermakers has 18 points to go with 7 rebounds. He stares into the student section to our right and makes the first foul shot. Purdue 81, Iowa 77 with 1:42 remaining. Purdue does have a foul to give. Purdue's at 5 team fouls. Iowa at 7. Possession arrow favors Iowa. Second foul shot for Trey. Good as well.
Huge.
Big shots for TKR. 82-77 Purdue. Clock ticking. Iowa the ball. Josh Dix. Stolen away. Stolen by Jakari Harris at half court. What a takeaway by Jakari Harris. And now Matt Painter says, let's burn clock. Jakari had the big block at the end of the game Friday night against Indiana. And now a huge steal here late in the game against Iowa.
Just a massive play as Josh Dix is trying to go one-on-one. Jakari with the strip.
Braden Smith will drive. Leave it down low for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Count the basket and a foul.
How about that, Braden Smith? A little through the legs dribble, left to right, blow by down the right seam. The help side comes over a little too late as Braden jumps in the air, drops off that sweet dime to TKR. The help side rotating over too late. Trey goes through that contact, no problem, hooping the harm.
Boilermakers at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus. See if and one is right for you. This is Purdue's first and one opportunity of the game. And it's good. TKR cashes in.
Wow.
And Purdue now leads 85-77 with 1:13 remaining. The problem is the Hawks can score and score quickly. Harding will drive, stopping in the painted area. Gives to Dembele. Dribble handoff to Price Sanford. He dribbles to the free throw line. Now kick it out for a Harding three. In and out, no good. Braden Smith the rebound for the Boilermakers. We're under 1 minute remaining, and here's a foul in the backcourt. Iowa had to foul. The man committing the foul was Peyton Sanford. That's his 4th. And will walk the other direction for a 1-and-1 for Purdue's Braden Smith.
And
Purdue 85, Iowa 77.
And Braden is 1 point away from 30 points. So just a heck of a performance from Braden. And yeah, Purdue in a great spot here to potentially move this lead to 10.
Braden's career high, 34 points. It came earlier this year against Toledo at Mackey Arena. And there it is, 30. For the young man who wears number 3, Braden Smith. Purdue's up 86-77.
Wow, what a finish to this game. Purdue felt like they had that comfortable lead most of this second half as Braden Smith sinks that free throw. But Iowa really with a chance to tie the game late in this half. But Purdue appears to be in good shape.
Harding will drive, left-handed layup, good. He missed the layup, but Purdue fouled. I said good, I spoke too soon. Trey Kaufman-Wren fouled the layup, shooting Brock Harding. It stops the clock with 48 seconds remaining. Purdue 87, Iowa 77, and to the foul line, Brock Harding. He's a 73% foul shooter. Tonight he's 2 for 2. Now he's 3 for 3. Well, you think about Bob. Think about it. Purdue's up 3. Iowa, a wide open look from the right wing from Peyton Sandfort that would have tied the game.
And just would have changed the whole complexion, right? Just
absolutely.
The whole pressure, the crowd would have been going ballistic. It changes everything, right? And Purdue wasn't even able to corral that rebound, but fortunately got the stop as Dix missed a 3 off of the inbounds, and Purdue has not looked back since.
Harding made that second foul shot. Purdue not out of the woods yet, 87-79. Full court pressure here. Cox races it up the far sideline, and he's fouled by Thelwell with 40 seconds remaining. 40-4-0 for Jakari Harris of the Boilermakers. No, I beg your pardon. C.J. Cox will be the shooter. C.J. Cox, who in this game is 2 of 2 at the foul line. Cox has 8 points for the game.
And you like what Purdue did there, taking Caleb First off the floor, putting another ball handler, another good free throw shooter. When you have that combination of Braden Smith, Jakari Harris, C.J. Cox, and Fletcher Lawyer all out there, a lot of ball handlers, a lot of good free throw shooters.
Bending the knees is C.J. Cox, free throw line right, and calmly making the foul shot is the freshman from Lexington, Massachusetts. Purdue 88. Iowa 79. C.J. Cox wears number 0 on the anthracite uniform. Purdue's never lost a game when wearing the anthracites. He missed the second foul shot, however. Peyton Sandfort rebounds for Iowa. He's going to race the ball up the floor. Here he goes, right to left. Stopping, shooting it off balance. Crazy 3. No good. Rebounded Harding off the right block. Goes back to the rim and scores with 30 seconds to go. Harding does make the layup. 30 seconds remaining. Purdue has to get it inbounds here. 30.1 to go in the game. And they'll throw it to Trey Kaufman-Wren at the free throw line, and he was fouled immediately with 28.7. 28.7 remaining. Purdue 88, Iowa 81.
Well, currently a 3-possession game, so you certainly love that aspect from a Purdue standpoint, but you definitely want to continue to build on this lead as Iowa's offense is so explosive, as you pointed out. And you know they're going to be racing the ball down the floor with multiple shooters trying to get looks. So would love to see Trey hit a couple free throws here.
Yeah, there's the first, partner. 24 points in the game for Trey Kaufman-Wren. Camden Heide will sub in for defensive purposes, replacing Caleb First. Purdue 89, Iowa 81. When Purdue gets to 90 points, they've won 125 straight games. Just so you know. Second free throw, there's 90 points.
There's 90.
90-81. Clock ticking at 25 seconds remaining. Harding quickly into the front court. Off balance 3, air ball. Saved in bounds, however, by Peyton Sandfort to Dembele. He'll shoot a deep 3. He will miss. C.J. Cox rebounds, and I don't think Iowa's going to foul. They will not. Fran McCaffrey yells at his team, don't foul. C.J. Cox into the front court, will dribble it out, and Purdue survives on the road in Iowa City. Purdue wins 90-81 is the final. The Boilermakers improved to 10-2 in Big Ten competition, and now they'll go to the locker room, turn on their phone, and start rooting for the UCLA Bruins to knock off the Michigan State Spartans later tonight in Westwood. Purdue 90, Iowa 81. That is the final. Post-game show begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship.